And Joseph, I'm going to have you come right over here. You were here last year, you know the drill. And our third contestant is Faber Finn, cosplaying as a mining worker.
Woo! Yeah!
There we go.
I think I've seen this outfit on ISC at one point. All right, and for our fourth contestant, we have Cat Goddess dressed as Molly. If you saw our commercials from last year's IAE, you might recognize her. Oh, what do we have here? Pico!
Oh!
Who wants a Pico?
Oh! The judges are over here. Thought we had a deal.
Bribing the audience, I think. All right, and up next we have Amon Grask, who is a Xi'an diplomat.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's actually well done.
Real life character. Yeah.
I love it.
And on that note, I'm going to go walk my dog.
All right, and our sixth contestant
Let's see
is
what the last
Little
one is.
Drift Boy as Garmin Humble, another IAE fan favorite.
Oh.
That's solid. All right, walking my dog. I'll be back.
Complete with the burrito, I see. All right, and up next we have Dana
Whoa.
as Pico the plushie.
Oh!
Woo! All right. Just making sure you can see with that thing, okay? And we have another Pico up next, Carlito. Oh, he's got a snowboard. And last but not least, we have Kin Shadow as a duster.
Whoa. Wow.
All right, now that we have all of our contestants on stage, judges, feel free to come take a closer look, ask questions, and let me know when you're ready to make your final call.
Right. Yeah. Nice. Good detail.
You fight the crime first, then you eat the burrito first. Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Kat is asking Garmin
No, you cannot.
if he fought crime today.
All right.
Oh, good. That's the best thing.
Oh, good to see you. How you been?
Exactly.
Oh, good. Yeah, doing great. Doing great. All right. Yeah. Still one of my favorites.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. This is great. The mining outfit.
Is it true you guys eat pellets?
That's right. So how'd you do that? Couple LEDs? Oh, That is so cool. Little patch. Let's see, can you turn around for us? Yeah. Got the retro reflective shader on you. Yeah. All right. Very cool. How many followers do you have? How's Orson?
Good than you? Nice.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Look at this.
What is it made of?
I do not speak Xi'an, but very good. But I feel like we can, yeah. Oh, this is impressive. Oh. All right.
Does the helmet
Wow.
have any
Yes.
value?
That's what I'm talking about.
Ah,
That's what I wear when I'm playing.
I saw it.
Nice. Oof. Will you stop squeaking for a second? I'm trying to concentrate.
Always ready. Nice.
All right.
Of course.
Very good. Very good.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay. Look. Wow. Where to even begin? You really wagged that thing. Huh. All right. Extra points for you. All right. Well. Oh, here we go. Down the snowy slopes. Microtech. All right. Awesome. Yes. 3D scan you, put you in the game. All right, awesome. Fantastic. All right.
You gonna give that up?
Cool. How great were all they?
Okay.
Real life players, real life characters.
Oh my gosh. Okay, real quick, judges, are you good to turn your mics off?
Yes.
All right, if we can turn the mics off for our judges while they decide who our winners are going to be. Give me a little test. All right, I think the mics are off. All right, cool. In the meantime, Hydrosa has given me a tiger claw to give out to the audience. And are you giving me one too? Okay, let's do this. So I don't want to chuck this thing because it's quite heavy. But if you have not gone to the community booth section yet, there might be a device that you can put this into that will maybe redeem a prize in game. How do we want to give this out? Let's see. All right, I want you guys to make the loudest noise. All right, let me see. I want to see who's the most hyped. The most hyped. All right, all right. All right, all right. White shirt over there. Come to the front of the stage. He knows who he is. There you go. And then we have a med pen. I think we have to give this to the ones with the med gowns, clearly. Oh, we got two. Let's go. Med gowns, come up here. I do not regret this decision. Thank y'all. All right, judges, how are we looking? You need more time? You guys are good? All right, so starting with our Best in Show, Forrest, let us know, who is our Best in Show winner today?
Well, everyone's a Best in Show winner, but there can only be one.
Shoot us.
The Xi'an Diplomat.
Congratulations. All right, Armando, can you tell us who is our best performance winner?
Yeah, it was pretty hard, but we're gonna go with Pico.
Congratulations. And Kat, what do you got for us for most creative?
Anyone that stops crime and eats burritos in armor that good a quality is the most creative. So it's Garmin Humble, guys.
Awesome. All right, so for you guys are all right next to each other. Okay, if we can have you guys step forward. Now we're going to do you as well. Oh, you might need help. That's okay. We got you. We got you. Garmin Humble's here if you need extra help too. Okay, so now we have to decide our audience favorite. So let's do this. We're going to come over here with our judges, and we're going to go one by one to see how much hype you guys can give our contestants to find out who is going to win our audience favorite. Sound good? Cool. All right, so let's give it up for Duster. That's a lot of hype. All right, and next, let's give it up for Pico. All right, and then we have Molly. All right, and now we have our minor. And our advocacy agent. And last, our pyro bounty hunter. All right, judges. Let me come back over here. This is a very long stage. Who are we thinking? All right, the judges have decided, and our audience favorite is Duster. Awesome. And as I mentioned before, our prizes today are supplied by Toby, who's actually here with us. Toby? Welcome, Toby, on the stage, everybody. Can I borrow two of you guys to carry some of the prizes, and we'll take a picture? Come up here, too. Here, I'll, can you hold that? Can you hold that? If you can't hold it, I can hold it for you. Here, I'm going to turn it this way. Here you go. There you go. All right. All right, and then we got one more. Here we go. All right, let's give it up to our winners. All right, thank you, Toby, so much for supplying the prizes. As I mentioned before, all of our contestants will be getting an RSI Zeus. And all of our contestants, if you don't mind coming together so we can all get a picture together. All right, thank you so much for joining us for the 2954 cosplay competition by Toby.
Please leave, sorry. You need to move, sorry. In a world where the Vandul have attacked, one ship will make it so that the lives lost will be avenged. That's right, the UEE Retribution is here at CitizenCon 2954. I have the creators of this amazing model. We have Pigeon Spaceport here. You guys have done an amazing job creating an awesome thing. Is there anything you guys would like to quickly say before we get into questions?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you guys so much. I quickly ran down here, so I forgot to grab my note cards. Let me do this off my phone. Quick question. How many total pieces is the UEE Retribution? Yeah.
About when the 3D printing finish for the Retribution is around 300 in total, 300 pieces.
300 pieces. That is a lot of pieces for, I mean, it's a big ship, so that definitely makes sense. How many people worked on creating the UEE Retribution?
一共有多少人在工作去完成这个惩戒的模型？
有15个人左右，然后我们所有的团队成员都几乎为他参与过工作。
So it is around 15 people, and almost everyone in the crew have worked on for the Retribution model.
Sorry, was that 15 or 50?
15.
Still a lot of people. That's still a lot of people. And as you can see, there's a lot of detail in here, so that makes sense. Can you briefly explain the process between taking the concept of the Retribution and then making it into this massive physical model? What was that process like?
可以简短的讲述一下是如何从概念做到模型上面这个部分的。
是这样的，我们先从网络上面搜索所有的关于惩戒的图片，然后我们将这些图片素材用于我们的建模。我们完成建模以后，我们会进行3D 打印，然后来制作。
So we searched on the internet to find all the images we could find for the Retribution. Then we bring all the images we could find into the 3D printing.
然后关于它的颜色，这个颜色的话，我们是根据我们对于星际公民中的飞船配色认知，然后来自行设计的。
So about the coloring that we use the Retribution is based on our understanding of the color Star Citizen use in the game. So with some of our understanding and interpretation of the color that we use in Retribution.
Amazing, guys. And one last quick question before we just kind of stare at this amazing ship. What's your favorite detail of the ship?
你最喜欢的惩戒的细节是什么？
是尾部的喷口，因为尾部的喷口在汉房间中亮起来的时候，那种照亮整个墙震撼感是无可比拟的。
So his favorite part of the Retribution is the main thrust lightening of the ship, because when you light it up, you will lighten up the whole room, the whole wall, and it's very amazing and beautiful.
Well, thank you, guys. Let's take a look at that lighting. We'll get you guys into position for the next bit right now. So let's take a quick look at the Retribution. This thing is amazing. It is massive. It's probably over, I would say, 10 feet long. This thing is huge. It's been at previous bar Citizens that we've had in Asia. It's awesome to have it here at CitizenCon. We're really, really happy that this thing made it to Manchester. It is so much detail in such a small amount of space, but it's not that small. It's massive. So, yeah, we're really, really happy to have it here. Now we're going to follow me. We're going to go to the next thing they brought. I don't know if anyone's really seen this before. I'm going to throw it over to Sam. Sam, why don't you throw us to this awesome bit right over here?
Absolutely, Dan. So we have an amazing model of everyone's favorite, Port Olisar, right here, near and dear to my heart. Many a year have I spent easily and quickly getting to the ASOPs and buying things and getting rammed off of my pads by unruly and griefers. So I have a couple more questions for you guys about this build, if that's okay. What's this model made out of?
奥丽莎的是用什么做成的？
奥丽莎它主要的结构是由 3D 打印所制作，但是在其中我们加入了一些金属梁，用于增强稳定。
So mainly the Port Olisar is made by 3D printing, basically the resin, and we also add the main metal structure to make it more solid.
Wow, that's really cool. So do you know roughly how much does it weigh?
你知道它大概有多重吗？
大概在700公斤左右。
So it's roughly around 700 kilograms.
Wow, that must have been a challenge to get over here to this country. So when you were building this, what would you say was the most difficult part of putting this build together?
在制作的过程中，哪个部分是最困难的？
是停机坪区域，停机坪区域中的就是停机坪表面难度在于，在我们的比例下，它的厚度将只有4毫米厚，我们要确保它在如此薄的情况下还不产生变形。
So it's a landing pad area. So on the surface of the landing pad, by the scale we are using to make for the Olisar, we have to make it not bending with like just a few millimeter to make it still solid.
这个停机坪的下部也是个非常大的挑战，因为下部有非常多的结构交叉在一起，这对于我们建模的工作量来说是个非常大的工程。
So also the bottom part of the landing pad, because there's so many structural intersections, they're so complex, so it was really hard for us to modeling.
No, I can imagine. It is a really interesting kind of station, and I'm sure everybody was just as sad as I was to see it go. Do you hope to see Port Olisar return to the verse someday?
所以你会期待奥丽莎的回归吗？
真的吗？你又说奥丽莎有可能回归的，那当然啊，肯定的，那太好啊！
So yes, really. So if the Olisar actually will come back, it will be so good and exciting to us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I hope so too. I hope so too. Right. Thank you guys for talking about these. That was the amazing Pigeon Spaceport, guys. Do check them out online. Their stuff is absolutely amazing. I'm going to now pass over to my buddy, Dan, who is hanging out with the merch stand guys to show off some of the really cool stuff that we have here at CitizenCon. Over to you, Dan.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
Awesome. Thank you guys at Pigeon Spaceport. I know, I just come out of nowhere.
He just
come
keeps
follow
doing
me, guys. Thank you guys at Pigeon Spaceport. We're so lucky to have them and their awesome bits here at CitizenCon 2954. Now, I think it's time for you guys to see a bit of where I get my fashion from. So come follow me, guys. Come follow me this way. We'll make our way through the crowd. Let's get in line for the merch booth. Yeah, that's a long line. I don't think I want to wait in that line. So luckily I have the CIG access pass. Come follow me. We get to skip the line. Just a little secret for me and my many thousands of friends who are watching the stream. Come follow me this way. Right this way. Man, all these people are very excited for merch, and as they should be, because we have some awesome merch here at CitizenCon 2954. If you guys are interested in getting some, you can go onto robertspaceindustries.com/merch, and that should probably take you there. If not, you'll find it on the pledge store. But we have some awesome merch. Let's take a look. At the top, we have some brand new Pico the Penguin plushies. This Pico is Pico with an attitude. This is our Pico Black Ice plushie. This Pico has a new stepdad and feels a way about it. We are very excited to bring Pico back. We have a brand new Star Citizen cap. We have some awesome, see if you can get those stickers on the other side. I don't know if you are able to get that. We also have a pin set on the far bit there. We have a brand new desk mat, which looks awesome. Look at that desk mat. We also have some awesome physical merch. See if I can squeeze past in here. I am absolutely going to ruin these people's day. We have some exclusive shirts for attendees. I'm just bulling a China shop. We have some cool giveaway packs. Everyone is working really hard on making sure people have that. Could I get a Zeus bomber jacket? They got me another Zeus bomber jacket. Thank you so much. I have one on, but take a look at this Zeus bomber jacket. So we have the interior lining. It's this awesome like yellow orange, like sort of a quilted pattern. It looks, and by the way, feels awesome. Now these do run a little small, so make sure you're getting a size up. Let's hold this up for the camera. Look at that. We also have, oh, that's gone forever. The cameraman just took that, and I will never get it back. We also have some cool details. We obviously have like this RSI. Hello there. We have some RSI like branding right here. We have some patches over here commemorating the Zeus Mark I. And we also have, out of the wrapper, a Pico the Penguin Black Ice Edition. This Pico has seen some things, but I can fix him. I swear I can fix him. We also have a bunch of awesome stuff. We have this UEE flag. Let's make sure that we're holding that up properly. Look at that. We have a UEE flag for you guys to celebrate your patriotism for a united empire of Earth. This thing is very long. It's kind of the Foundation Festival colors. I kind of like that it's, yeah, I'm going to steal that. That is mine, and you're not getting it back. What else we got? I know we have some more merch.
So muting him for a second. Pico 1. So the girl that didn't dress up but threw bribes into the crowd. Yeah, that's about right for cosplay. All right. Well, apparently I didn't miss anything. I basically just jogged a mile with my dog. So I didn't pull a hammy, but might be a little bit out of breath.
They're saying
And I'm
ice
back.
it. I'm wearing jeans. It doesn't work through it. You know, people tried to get me to take my pants off backstage, and I'm like, no, I do it. How's the habit? It hurts. All right, guys. I think that's long enough of a break. Let's get back to some presentations. How about it?
Do it.
All right. We have the first of two amazing
Someone
presentations.
dressed as
This
Pico?
next
Okay, I
one,
might have to go back and
Dressed
watch
to
that
Kill,
one.
Is, well, what can I tell you?
Starby.
Who remembers CitizenCon 2016? Please welcome to the stage. Who is it? I can't see it.
2016. I'm
I
trying
know
to
it's supposed to
remember.
say his name on there right now. Show me his name. Nick Pierce!
Nick Pierce. I've seen him for a little while. Guess since 2016.
How's it going? Hello, hello. So my name is Nick Pierce, like Joe mentioned. It's my second CitizenCon, but it's my first time presenting. So I'm very excited to be here. And just on behalf of myself and the team, thank you so much for coming to this presentation. Thank you. With that said, I'm here to talk to you about an initiative that was first introduced right here at CitizenCon in 2019, and that's adding distinct purpose and specializations to armor and clothing in our game. So let's get started. So, Star Citizen is a game about almost everything where you can do almost anything, with so many different options of gameplay, whether that be mining, piloting, FPS combat, or even a captain of industry. Unlike other traditional MMOs, we don't impose rules or classes onto the player. In real life, people are not just one thing. I'm sure you can all relate. I've had many different jobs. I've not always been a game designer. In fact, it was only a week ago that I found out that Jared used to do tech support for prosthetic legs. It's true. You can ask him. That said, if you're like me, you like to excel at whatever you're doing. So that brings us on to the concept of specializations. This is about bringing more purpose, more considerations, and more decisions to armor and clothing you wear beyond just looking cool. So, what are they? Specializations are the focus of your current daily adventure. That could be a daring racing, a cargo hauler, or a first responder.
Pouches.
Specializations are a series of attributes assigned to each piece of clothing and armor in the verse to allow you to make informed decisions on both how you want to look and how you want to perform. What are they not? Specializations are not assigned classes. There's no magic toggle where suddenly you're forced into a role like a cleric or a wizard or even a pizza delivery person. They also do not limit you. You can still do almost everything in any armor and clothing you want. You just won't do it as well as you could have if you had specialized. Why are these necessary? Well, specializations enhance gameplay depth. They add a level of roleplay and immersion. Specializations can provide a sense of ownership of your playstyle. At its core, SC is driven by choice, with specializations offering a deeper layer of player options. And that's the option to excel, to fool around, to min-max, or give yourself a unique challenge. Specialization allows us as developers to make gameplay experiences that are deeper and more complex. So whether you're a salvager, a bounty hunter, or a medic, there will be specialized suits that will help outperform your peers. So at this point, you may be asking yourself, okay, well, how do I specialize?
Spiky shoulder pads.
Determining your playstyle. What do you want to do today?
It's the 80s.
Are you going to be a trader, a smuggler, an assassin? Is there a void in your organization that needs filling? This is a decision you get to make and remake every single time you log in. Or, if you're like me, perhaps several times.
Wrench jockeys and trunk monkeys to the front.
Once you know what you want to do, it's time to start hunting for the right gear. Specialized items are not intended to be found in any old store. You're going to have to do the legwork. You'll have to align with some of those guilds and factions that JJ Benoit just talked about in the previous presentation.
Smuggling.
You'll have to explore the galaxy, find hidden stashes, and rare opportunities for better gear. Specialized items are meant for those who are willing to put in the work to exceed at your role. And once you've done all that, it's about selecting the right combination of armor and clothing. Yes, I said it. Mixing clothing and armor is built into the very fabric of this new system.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Figured it was coming with the dusters showing up on
I know you guys have wanted this for a long time, so yeah.
Hurston. That's
and
cool.
To tell you even more about this new system that we do call Starware, please welcome to the stage lead character technical artist Armando Lira. Watch it, bro.
Thank you so much, Nick. Hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here presenting for the first time. How cool are specializations? We are sure you'll enjoy finding the best combinations for your playstyle.
Seems pretty
for that,
special.
We had to create a system that gave you all the freedom that you deserve. It's something that I am sure you've all been waiting for so long. Starware. So if you're... Are you tired of choosing between clothing or armor? Yeah.
Clarmer.
Finally,
No,
you'll be able to
that's not
mix
okay.
and match. Starware is fashion that meets purpose. As specializations provide you with a multitude of stats to combine, you'll also be able to choose the visual style that you want. But beware. With added
Tattoos on the arms.
also comes the responsibility of choosing the right combination for the right situation. Let's look at some of the possibilities that Starware will be able to provide you.
That's cool. Wonder if the bag head will ever actually be useful. It'd be nice if it gave you like 3 minutes in a vacuum or
the
something.
Possibilities are huge. Like, have you ever wanted to put on a jacket on top of an undersuit? Yes. Yeah. How about an armor on top of a sleeveless shirt? Or even without no shirt at all? Like backpacks on clothing? Yeah. So Starware allows more customization than ever. But be careful, certain gameplay implications will still be true. You won't be able to go into the vacuum of space without a space-worthy undersuit and helmet. And in certain planets, you'll need a breathable mask or helmet to survive. I hope you guys are excited about this as much as we are. And we've heard what you all want, and we're making a system to bring it all to you. But that is enough about Starware for now. Let's go back with Nick and learn more about how Starware and specializations will improve your gameplay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, isn't this whole talk on Star Wars?
All right. Thank you, Armando. Some nice dancing as well, by the way. So as you can see, the Starware system is about adding function to fashion. We are still Star Citizen, one of the best-looking video games out there. We're always going to make sure that you look your best, but now with added purpose. So to recap, we're going to go through adding intent and purpose to all our clothing and armor sets. As designers, we really want the visuals to match the stats that our great character art team have made. So for example, if a pair of pants look particularly armored, chances are they'll have modest damage mitigation to match. Many armors will be specialized for distinct use cases. Currently, we realize right now bigger is generally better when it comes to FPS armor, and we know that shouldn't always necessarily be the case. There will be some armors that won't have EVA thrusters built into the suit, so you lose EVA capability. Some armors won't even be space-worthy. Specializations means getting better at certain things at the cost of attributes and others.
Nice.
This is about compelling you, the player, to make tactical decisions for every situation you may find yourself in. So now let's look at some practical use cases for the Starware system. Whilst all our armors are becoming specialized, let's take a look at a select few, which I will add are some of my favorites. We are going to assemble a team to tackle one of Star Citizen's most anticipated adversaries that you'll get to meet later on. Let's meet our first specialization. All right, so we have our leader. Let's get into it. So the player's choice of clothing will be crucial in a way it hasn't been before. With magnetic plates built into many clothing items, players can now holster both primary and secondary weapons.
Yes.
However, in the near future, there will be locations in SC where armor and weapons are strictly prohibited. Clothing allows the player the opportunity to access these restricted areas without needing to change. And some clothing will even allow the player to conceal smaller weapons from security, should the need arise.
There we go.
Another new addition we're going to be introducing is flight penalties based on the mass and size of your armor and clothing. You'll still be able to fly in medium and heavy armor, but you're restricting the precision of your control. If you're in clothes like our leader is here, or a flight suit or light armor, you'll be able to fly unrestricted. Now, if we look at an overview, we've cherry-picked 6 generalized stats to give you like a high-level understanding of how various clothing and armors we specialized. This is by no means a comprehensive list of everything we have available to us. It's just a little, yeah. So here you can see the leader has low protection compared to a full suit of armor and no EVA capability, for obvious reasons, but has great movement, low emissions, allowing them to blend into bustling cities and stations. The leader really excels at freedom of movement here. Let's meet our next members.
Pilot.
getaway driver. That's the Mirai suit they're probably going to sell tomorrow, or at IAE, one of the two. Sort of surprised we haven't had a ship sale yet.
So here we have our pilot. If you remember, back in 3.23, we introduced our first specialized helmet visor, the combat visor. This introduced the dynamic crosshair and all the magazine information on your HUD. This is our pilot visor, which allows the wearer to link with their ship and cast MFDs directly into their visor. This provides the pilot with all the essential data like ship health and shields, so no longer will the pilot need to break concentration during an intense situation to look down at their MFDs. Again, like the leader in this situation, there'll be no penalties to flight, plus with added G-force resistance, the wearer will be able to get the most from out of their ship. So if we look at the pilot stats, they have fantastic mobility.
Whoa,
like
look at
great
that
G-force
EVA.
resistance when combat takes them to the limit of human endurance. And finally, this suit comes with the best EVA capability in its class for when remaining in your ship is no longer an option. Here's another variant in our flight suit class, the racing flight suit. This is what our driver will be wearing. This suit, unlike the pilot flight suit, has features which are more streamlined, which allows it to have truly unmatched G-force resistance for the hardest corners on the most challenging of racetracks. It also offers great oxygen capacity and thermal protection for those planets with hostile environments. So as you can see, this flight suit excels at G-force resistance, but it loses its protection and has much weaker EVA capability. Let's meet our next team members.
Marine and Scout, maybe? Cool helmet. Not the Avi's the one he's wearing. The Heavy, obviously. Wow. That was a cool helmet. Really digging that armor in the middle. Not that I'd be decked out in a Heavy, I'd probably be more like the leader, but still, that's pretty cool.
Here's our tank, who is wearing our heavy combat armor. Combat armor is similar to what you're used to,
Volt
only we're
LMG.
specializing it even more for combat. So what does this mean? We want our wearers of heavy combat armor to feel like walking tanks. The armor should provide fantastic coverage to limit any weak points they may have, and actually have a greater damage mitigation than what players are currently used to. Due to its mass, the armor will also
Looks like Terra
feature the
armor.
strongest resistance to force reactions, so that's flinch, stagger, and knockdowns, which brings me on to a full suit feature. If the player is wearing a full set of heavy combat armor, they will not be able to be knocked down by small arms fire. Thank you.
So years back, they showed a bunch of
However, as
concept
you can see here,
images of
all that
armor for
protection,
Terra.
coverage,
It
and
looked like
stability,
that.
we have some major trade-offs. You're going to lose your mobility, stamina will run out much quicker, and your movement speed is severely reduced. The majority of combat armors will also lose built-in EVA thrusters, meaning you're going to have to add additional weight to be wearing an EVA pack. Next up, we have our tracker in the heavy hunter armor. This is
That's
another
neat.
suit in our heavy armor class. However, this one is aimed at less at pure combat and more about hunting its prey. This is all the armor for you bounty hunters out there. The heavy hunter armor has the most powerful active scan for hunting their targets. Its scanner outshines all others in locating infrared and electromagnetic emissions, perfect for locating those targets trying to lay low, whether that be human or creature alike. Whilst it's still classed as heavy armor, it does mix things up, so it'll have slightly faster movement and mobility, but it loses the protection. You'll also be able to store more devices like deployables and throwables. So as we compare the stats, whilst not as tough as our combat armor, it does gain an increase in mobility, and while its scanner is the best of the best, the armor is also incredibly noisy and emits powerful emissions. So while you may find your target with ease, there's a good chance that they'll know you're coming for them. Next up, let's look at our last additions to the team.
X? Oh, sniper. Okay. Also a very cool looking helmet. That front. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
I can tell who the fan favorite is there. Yeah. So we have our sniper who is wearing our light stealth armor. Here's another example of a full suit feature. If the wearer has all pieces equipped, so that's helmet, core, arms, and legs, due to its mass and the suit's material, their missions will run so low that they will be undetectable.
Yeah,
on
Scarlett's
radar.
asking about non-combat roles.
With it being light armor,
Yeah.
it also has a great level of mobility and traversal speeds, meaning should the wearer
I mean,
be
the
spotted,
leader
they can
wasn't.
quickly escape or reposition with ease. And remember, with it being light armor, no flight restrictions. So with the best stealth and fantastic speed, it's a must for any players looking to assassinate, infiltrate, or in this case, be a sniper. However, the protection provided is minimal. You don't want to be engaging in a full-on firefight in this suit. And just to reiterate, folks, as well, like great specialized armors like this one and all the ones that you've seen today, you're going to have to put the work in to have these at your disposal.
Bounty Hunter Guild.
And finally, surrounded our group, we have that
Yes.
one friend. We've all played MMOs, right? We all
New
know
helmet.
that one friend.
There you go, Dixon. That's your new one.
That friend's me. No. They ignore all the rules and the strategy. They can only play for 30 minutes a week. They might prefer a bit of glint on their sniper scopes. Who knows? Well, here at CIG, we also support that friend, so they're on the roster too. So, we have our group. What do you guys think? We fun? All right. All right.
Non-combat, though. Dixon's all right.
So, let's see what they face ahead and if they're up for the challenge. And to talk to you about that challenge, please welcome to the stage Senior System Designer, Zach Priest. You've been great. Thank you.
It'll be a very good one for not mining or salvage.
Oh, luckily this thing's only got 2 buttons. So, hello, I'm Zach Priest. I do a variety of things at CIG, but thank you, the people at the front. I do a variety of things at CIG, but I'm mostly a designer who works with AI and guns. So most of you will be wondering, what could the next part of the presentation be about? Well, let's get stuck in. Star Citizen, at its heart, is about community. From our relationship with players to the big dynamic events that citizens work together to complete. We love group content and missions that allow players to work together to achieve a goal. But for our group specifically, you do have to wonder, well, now our crew is assembled, and in a universe as big as Star Citizen, who knows what trouble they could run into? So let's find out what they're going to face. Now, they're heading to the planet Monarchs, which is in the Pyro system. So
That Bill's saying mix and
find out what
match.
they're up to.
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. Like the sniper helmet with or the hunter helmet with the heavy, you get scanning and you get heavy armor. Yeah, I was gonna say you've got 7 people. You better have a ship big enough to carry them all. That's sandworm? Yes, this is a sandworm. Or a Valacar. Now they better say that is in the game now. Work in progress, actual gameplay. So it can spit rocks. It's a boss fight, basically. Wow. Is that deforming the terrain? I guess you could call this footage uncut. The adults in the room will get that one. Thing is taking a beating. Yeah, that bearing rifle will do the trick. I'm gonna attack it with my knife. Just punch it a lot. Yeah, that's a big critter. They're taking some heavy losses on this fight. Good argument for a tonk. How'd this reveal end up in Dress to Kill? Yeah, it's a good question. I was thinking Sandworm would be out because it was a Starby episode. Guess not. Damn, that thing is huge. So sandworms in 324 might not be totally ridiculous. Or 4.0. Damn, that's a big crowd.
Oh, that was cathartic. Absolute cinema as far as I'm concerned. The teams at CIG have worked so incredibly hard to get to the point where what we just showed you was no tricks, no hacks, just gameplay of the Valakar. I love you too, Bronzy.
It's like a crisp bazooka.
Thank you to all the people who put in a lot of work to get to the point where what we just showed you
300 meters long.
As you can imagine, all of that is work in progress. We have some good polishing to do on it.
That's large.
We didn't want to hold it off. We just wanted to give you an honest view of where we are. That was from a build last week, so
4.0.
With that said, monster hunting is coming to Star Citizen. And the best part was starting off this epic series of fights with the infamous Valakar, who some of you may remember from 2016. This absolute monster of a creature is 300 meters long and sees your light fighters just as puny little ants. You're going to need to assemble your quickest and most nimble pilots to dodge the Valakar's ranged attacks, as well as your fastest drivers to bait out the Valakar from the surface, as it's the only way to bring this mighty creature out of the ground is by disturbing the surface with a ground vehicle. But how does the Valakar stack up to our crew? Well, unfortunately, the Valakar stats don't really fit on the screen due to being so powerful. But for some context, it's around 150 times harder to kill than an Aegis Avenger Titan. But to be fair, it's most likely to kill you. So how does it do that? Well, the deadly Valakar has a variety of ways of killing possible threats. So for a high-level overview of the fight, it regurgitates rock-hard sand that has been compressed inside the Valakar and uses it as a projectile to target foes. But if something's a bit too close for comfort in the sky, it uses its ginormous body to swipe ships out the way. Anything on the ground that it sees as a threat will have to contend with its bite or its deadly slam. So, little bit fun bit of information. As the Valakar becomes more injured, it will retreat back into the planet's surface, and you'll need to make sure that your ground vehicles stay alive or have backups to bait out the creature again, as well as keeping it interested. So, the big question, in a game like ours, how are we going to communicate the health of this creature? Well, things being physicalized is at the heart of Star Citizen. And we know how much of a large fight the Apex Valakar is, and we need to communicate that in a diegetic way. So you'll see here the Valakar's health from 100% to 1%. You'll see its skin getting more battered and bruised as the fight progresses, give you an idea of where you are and how close you are.
Okay.
So the nice thing about this, it communicates the Valakar's health without needing any UI or health bars and just purely keeps you immersed in the experience. So, number one question, why do you want to kill the Valakar? Well, because it's fun, but I know you sweaty gamers, so it's got loot, also known as harvesters.
Crafting powerful
Valakar has
equipment.
two very valuable harvestables. Firstly are its pearls. You'll need to mine growths on a variety of locations of Valakar to reveal these pearls. And once you've destroyed the growth skin, you'll see disgusting squidgy innards. But next is its big apex teeth. These are within its mouth, and you'll need a very strong tractor beam to be able to yank these things out. And these harvestables will not all come out at the same quality. So you'll be able to learn more about that and how harvestables are going to be used tomorrow in crafting your home.
Nice.
So a fun thing here is you'll see the character is standing within the Valakar's mouth as well. So when it dies, it keeps its collision, meaning that you can climb on it, land ships on it, and it's essentially your playground. But this really shows how big it is. But how big is it really? Well, fun bit of information.
Jeez.
When we first made the collision for this model, Star Engine actually gave us an error saying, like, no living thing needs to be this big. You've accidentally added an extra 0 onto the size.
What is wrong with
To give you
you?
an idea of the sheer ridiculous scale of this monster, you'll see here an Idris. Anyone who's done Xenothreat knows how big the Idris is. You feel like an ant when you're in the Idris, and this makes the Idris look small. There's also an Aegis Avenger Titan here as well, but if you look even closer, there's actually a Copion in this image. I'll give you a second to try and spot it. There it is. So well done to anyone who spotted it. So it's big. So for some fun numbers, it's 250 Copions long, 47 Aegis Avenger Titans long, and for our American friends, that's about 3.5 football fields.
Freedom
For our
units.
Copion friends,
How big
Valakar
is it in
actually comes
hamburgers?
different sizes. So you'll be familiar with the variants we've done before with our quasi-grazers and our Copions. They're in different biomes and they have different aesthetics. But moving on, we want to also introduce different creature sizes. So these sizes will have unique behaviors, animation, audio, and harvestables associated to each size. So for our first size, we have the juvenile. These juveniles will respond to stimulus, such as noisy footsteps and loud mining beams. This will cause them to burst out the ground and attack anyone who's disturbing them. And you'll find these in caves near valuable harvestables and minerals. So for our next size, adults. The adult
5
Valakars
meters
know
is
not to
still
fight,
big.
tend to remain to themselves. However, if you exterminate too many juvenile Valakars, this will cause adults to show up, which are 3 times larger and a lot more angry. Creature sizes are great because they allow us to create varied experiences as well as show you how creatures grow and evolve in the environments they live in and grow up in. Beyond that, we have our Apex, which has the most valuable harvestables and the most deadly attacks. It's also the biggest living thing in the verse so far. So, in summary, monster hunting is coming. This is the first in a large series of Apex creatures that you need to gather your crew together to take down this mighty beast. You need a diverse lineup of ships, ground vehicles, loadouts, and skill sets to take out the Apex Valakar. Everyone at CIG is incredibly excited to get the Valakar into your hands, and we hope it shows that we're not only doubling down on creatures, We're also committed to bringing you gameplay experiences that only a game of our scale can provide.
When?
But that's all for the Valakar, for this Valakar. Let's take a look at some other fauna. Now, the Valakar is very exciting, but I also want to share with you the bigger picture for creatures.
Yep.
So let's start with some Valakar variants.
Do it.
Variants so far have typically just had alterations to their loot and appearance. However, we want to go further with what variants can be. For example, what if the Valakar evolved and grew in a swamp environment instead of a desert planet? Or if a Valakar never made it to the surface and only lived in drowned caves? These are the kind of questions that make sci-fi one of the best mediums. And I can hear the questions already. What does an adult cave Valakar look like? What does an apex quasi-grazer look like? Well, it's these questions that get everyone excited that works on creatures to give you a glimpse into the
Not every monster needs to be large to be scary.
Creatures make up what we call our fauna matrix. The fauna matrix is basically our creature encyclopedia. So these concepts should show you that we want to get more weird and wonderful with our creatures. We've started off with more traditional animal references like dogs and birds and cows. But now we're in a position to create the things that we love about sci-fi, which is the weird and the unknown. So looking at where we're going, all of our creatures have been defined for the road to 1.0. We've ensured we've got a rich, diverse, distinct roster of creatures to make each of our planets feel special. As well, as concealing the unique elements of various planets, ensuring that they're populated with appropriate creatures. We've been designing creatures in mind so that planets' ecosystems influence their behaviors, designs, aesthetics, and harvestables. With that being said, I would like to give you a sneak peek at our fauna matrix. That's all from me. I'm very happy to be bringing the Valakar to all of our backers. It's really like nothing else you've played before. I'll leave you with this last video. Enjoy the rest of CitizenCon, everybody.
Asteroid variant for your true Star Wars enjoyment. There's Star Maul lower left. At least I think it's Star Maul. I'm looking for the Boreal Stalker. Might have been like middle upper right.
We have some amazing creatures, but we also have some even more amazing ships. Let's give it up really quick again for that Dress to Kill panel. That was amazing. Everyone there did an awesome job.
That was very cool, though.
Now we are back here at
I guess they can't all be an hour and a half long.
Time earlier, so I want to give these guys their due.
Yeah,
As you can see, they are makers of awesome Star Citizen miniatures.
So I'm gonna crank them down a little bit here.
Look at the Retaliator. Look at the Razor.
Yeah, so I think you were right, Scarlet, or was it Ghost? One of the two of you was saying that you were thinking this was going to be instead of what's coming in the next year, what will be coming in 1.0. So sort of seems like they're leaning that direction. They did make some pretty good models. I'll let them talk.
So my first question is, how long have you been making models? How long have you been making miniatures?
¿Cuándo estás haciendo miniaturas?
Llevo haciendo las miniaturas alrededor de 3 años.
Around 3 years ago, I started to do the designs and the 3D printing.
So 3 years ago, you started making models, and were you always making Star Citizen models? Or if not, what made you want to make Star Citizen models first?
¿Directamente con los modelos Star Citizen o estuviste primero haciendo otras cosas?
Desde el principio, empezar en modelaje 3D por las naves de Star Citizen.
He started in this hobby because Star Citizen, he loved the design of the ships, and then start to working on designing, on blending and printing.
Do not let Ben Curtis or John Crew hear
so
you
the
say that.
Valakar looked like it was pretty far along in the gameplay, so pretty soon we made my guess on everything else.
Great, but
a while.
How long do they take to make? I mean, how long does it take to? Yeah, just these works of art that I'm looking at. How long is that process?
¿Cómo es el proceso y cuánto te lleva más o menos hacer?
El proceso primero es el modelaje 3D de las naves, después se imprimen, después se pintan. Y depende de la nave. Esta, por ejemplo, alrededor de 2 semanas o 3.
The first step is prepare the modeling for the printing. They need to do the design, but he is working to have a proper printing. Then after put on the print, assemble, and then working on the paint. Then depend of the paint that is using is taking more or less. But for example, this one here, this redeemer is taking around 2 weeks to have the complete process.
Sorry, I moved the mic away. That is 2 weeks from concepting to creating that fully painted.
That's quick turnaround.
Fully painted is 2 weeks.
Although I'm
That's
assuming
a lot
he's
quicker
using
than I would have expected. That's
the
still his
game
time.
model. Like
But
actually
that's-
downloading
yeah,
and
that's
printing
honestly
the game
amazing
model.
that it only took 2 weeks. And finally, my last little question for you guys. Obviously, I do minis, I do D&D stuff, but nothing to this scale. What is your advice for people who are just looking to get into hobbies like this? What would some good advice for people who are just starting out?
¿Cuál sería tu consejo para alguien que se quiere iniciar en la impresión de modelos 3D?
Actualmente las impresoras 3D son mucho más baratas que lo que eran antaño, entonces yo creo que simplemente comprarse una impresora y buscar modelos para poder imprimir y equivocarte, volverte a equivocar y volverte a equivocar hasta que te salga bien.
Just to say that now is more easy than before because the price of the printers go down a lot.
Mhm.
Then after that, just start to unload models. I start to printing and get mistake, broken models, get mistake, broken models, and now you'll be learning process till you start to be able to make nice pieces like that one.
So try again, and eventually you too will be able to make models just as good as Polakis Workshop. Thank you guys so much. It was awesome to have you guys here. I'm going to cut it over to my good friend Sam, who was at the Xi'an Workshop. Let's get a little out of this world and see what she has right here. Sam, over to you.
Hi again, everyone. I'm over here at the Xeon booth, and I'm going to introduce you to a very famous guy in the Star Citizen scene. Been around for a while. Would you mind introducing yourself and a little bit of your background with the game?
Jason, isn't Chris the hero, Noah? This was Xi'an for, hi, I'm Chris Hero. And in my booth, I translate the names of the attendees into Xi'an and write it with a calligraphy brush on special calligraphy paper, and for everybody free to collect, free of charge.
That's amazing. I can see that as the day has gone up, you've kind of done a few more different kind of calligraphy on the wall, and I can't wait to see this kind of grow as the convention goes. So how would you say that a beginner could kind of get started with learning an alien language?
I think the easiest way to learn Xi'an is as a primer to watch the videos Britton Watkins made. These are available on the Star Citizen or Star Citizen YouTube channel. And then after this, we have our Xi'an Linguistic Institute. You can learn the language. We have experts even for Banu and other languages, and you can find everything you need, tools and learning materials we created. Yeah, so this is the way to go.
Amazing. So, yeah, you mentioned that you've got a few folks kind of coming to your booth. You're doing a little calligraphy for them. Are you just mostly doing people's names? What kinds of things are you doing with your calligraphy?
Yeah,
we don't want to
the
read
people's
what's behind
names.
them.
Sometimes, mostly phonetic translations. So because the alphabets doesn't match, there's no F in Xi'an, for example. They do have a little bit translations, but yeah, it's very interesting, and I think it's a very cool service for the community for me.
Absolutely. Well, it's an absolute honor to have you here yet again at CitizenCon, and I hope we'll catch you at more CitizenCons going forward. I'll pass you back over to Dan, who is going to go check out one of our other community booths. Dan?
Thank you so much, Sam. Now, guys, it's been a long week. I think most of us here could use a drink, and no one does drinks better than Bar Citizen International. Now, you guys have been killing it this week. I don't know if you guys have been here in Manchester this whole week. There's been a Bar Citizen every single night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You guys went all out. You had an entire city block takeover on New Wakefield Street. I was there. It was massive. How many people were there again?
We had about 2,600 people.
So Ghost in our Discord chat is saying, so let's smuggle some Valacar pearls. We don't smuggle in the carnival. We creatively procure objects and deliver them to interested parties. whatever is more legal of that. It's definitely what we
Anything
do.
can be considered a bar citizen. If you got 3 or 4 people with pizza and you're just talking about the game, that is a bar citizen. Now, because of all the great things that are coming out in the game coming up, we get to see, we assume that these are going to grow and they're going to become massive. So Bar Citizen International was put together to help coordinators, either veteran, the need assistance, or brand new people. And it's been great because the number of people that are here that are like, I want to run one of these. Well, we've got you.
Fantastic. I know you guys have, registered events. Obviously, people can maybe go rogue and do their own. But how many registered Bar Citizen events have you guys had in the entirety of Bar Citizen International?
Yeah, so we have about 600 events that have established over the last 10 years. So you could see about 60 of these, and then you guys go through with your Bar Citizen World Tour. But you're right, there are many of these that just happen naturally. And so it's really great to see everyone so excited about this. And for those citizens that are here that are like, all right, you're saying this, I'd really like to go. Well, we built some stuff. I mean, obviously we built a bar for you. But for any of these citizens here, you can quickly just join these Discords and find all those great experiences that we had last night. You can find it locally. So we're really excited to see how this grows, and we can't wait to do this again.
Well, we are always excited to be at a Bar Citizen. If you guys haven't been to one yet, they are fantastic. And yeah, I guess last question is, what's next for Bar Citizen International?
Well, what's next for us is working with all the coordinators to figure out that next step. We want to find ways of kind of creating that concierge program for the coordinators that have been doing this for 5 to 10 years, because they put a lot of effort into this. And at the same time, how do we streamline this for new people that just want to raise their hand and say, I'd like to do this? So.
Awesome. Well, as a community producer, I can't thank you guys enough. Nick, good seeing you again, bumping into you yet again here at
Looking up and
CitCon.
seeing what is
I
next
think
here.
That, unfortunately, is it for us here at CitCon today. Don't worry, don't cry. I see the tears forming. Be brave.
Shouldn't be.
Brave and be strong.
We
will
still
be back tomorrow.
have-
Sam, any last words from you?
Yeah, it's just been such an honor
Beyond
to talk with all
Pyro
the
and
community this year,
Redacted.
and I can't wait to show you guys some more tomorrow. So make sure that you tune in then.
Yeah, and thank you
I think
once
they
again
mean
to our
that'll be the end
sponsors,
of the
Versa.
filler.
Thank you again to VKB.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you
we
again
got
to
Beyond
Scan Computers.
Pyro,
We could not have had CitCon
unless
without you guys. Thank you to Toby for
they
your
rolled that
cosplay competition.
in. I
You guys
don't
helped
think
make
so.
CitCon the best one
And
yet.
then we have Squadron
And I think
42.
That's it for us. So from Dan and Sam here on the show floor, we'll see you guys again tomorrow. We have one more panel before the very mysterious Redacted at the end of the show. Let's head over to that panel, shall we? Thanks again, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Filler.
Okay.
He dead hurt himself. Jared.
I've
Work
almost
out,
got
my
full
dude.
mobility back.
Needs different
When
armor.
they tell you Chris Roberts isn't ready, go take a run. Don't take it literally. All right. Find also, quite frankly, if I may say so, find someone that looks at you
I
the
like
way
that
Scrap
hat.
from Bar Citizen International looks at someone doing a CitCon interview. That was just so intense the whole time. All right. As they said, as Dan and Sam said, we have one more presentation left. It's a big one. Beyond Pyro. We're looking at what's next beyond our next star system, which just went to PTU, yeah?
Okay,
All
so
right.
Nyx is
I've been in this
obvious.
world for so long. So please welcome to the stage one of my favorite people at CIG, and I don't say that lightly.
I
A
forget
man
where
whose
Drake is
last name took me 3 years to learn to pronounce
headquartered, but
correctly, and I'm
probably
still
there.
not entirely certain I did
It's
it.
the M.
Please welcome to the stage Star Citizen's
Terra
creative
would be
director,
nice. They were
Mr.
showing Terra
Ian
armor.
Leyland.
So here we go. Ian's always got
Hello,
tons of
everybody.
info.
Did I say it wrong? I did.
Yeah, you
okay.
did.
I did.
It's
I
good.
still didn't get it.
One day. Thanks, Jared. Hello, everyone. Wonderful to see you all. Thank you for coming out. Did you guys see that worm? Really cool. All right. So right now, it's all hands on deck to make 4.0 the best experience for you. Richer locations, deeper gameplay, better experiences. All with completely new and wonderful music from Pedro, which will create an evocative
Magnus, thank you, Dixon.
an emotional backdrop.
I got copy striked on the
Rich
live
and I
stream
have
that I
been
did
working
yesterday
directly with Pedro
because of
for
Pedro.
many months now.
They thought it was some other music
Beautiful
and copyright
music
strike me.
awaits.
It wasn't a copyright
But
strike.
today,
They just thought it was.
I'm going to talk to
Similar
you about
music.
what's beyond Pyro.
Do it.
So let's strap in and we'll take a look. My name's Ian. I'm the creative director for Star Citizen. And let's start by looking up into the stars and saying hello to an old friend.
Is it going to be the space or the space war? Aaron Halo, maybe. Because we are missing the Aaron Halo. Dixon's asking if this would be Odin. Maybe. That's cool. Oh, it'll be Nyx, of course. Yeah, it's Delamar. So let's see how far Levski has come. Was my favorite starting location for a long time. Or my favorite base of operations. You couldn't actually start there.
Awesome. All right. So this is Nyx system. Nyx was discovered in 2582 by Carl Larry during the height of the newly formed United Empire of Earth's territorial expansion. Its most defining feature, and the source of its name, is the sprawling black dust cloud that occupies most of the system. The dust cloud severely hampers visibility and can interfere with your ship's scanners. This system does, however, border with Vandal space. So, visitors are being advised there are Vandal raiding parties hitting locations throughout the system.
Ooh.
But despite this, a small community has formed in the system, and this is on an asteroid in the belt between Nyx 2 and Nyx 3, and this asteroid is called Delamar.
I wonder if they just spoiled something from Squadron 42, because I don't think the current systems border Vandal
And here
space.
it
I'll have to
is,
look at the map.
hidden deep in the Glacium Ring. But actually, Delamar should be, and now is, an actual asteroid. And as it's an asteroid, the space is a zero-G location, giving a unique identity for a landing zone. So let's take a closer look at the main POI on Delamar.
Nice. Nice. So it's not going to have fake gravity. It's going to be zero G. This will be a first for us that we've actually seen like a landing zone that's built around zero G, if that's what they meant. That's neat. Gray box, so pretty far along. Not surprising, but good to hear. Yeah, updated a bit from the last time we saw it. So show Rekka. She's still in there, right?
All right. Awesome. Awesome. So, for all that remember, it's awesome to be able to say, welcome back to Levski. And for new players, let me tell you why it's a cool place. This used to be an old mining facility, which was mothballed and then abandoned. There is an internal network of abandoned tunnels and mine shafts, and these are now populated with refugees, fugitives, and criminals. This is also the home to the People's Alliance, who you'll be doing some work for. And as Levski was made some time back, it needed to be updated so that it can fit into current gameplay features and systems and mission loops.
Needed, not needs to be.
Let's take a look at the first update, and that is to the hangars and landing services.
They're close on Nyx, be my guess. Maybe not 4.0, but they're close. Of course, close in Star Citizen terms is relative. Knight's gonna be sorry he went to bed. It's his baby right there. He's had that since concept. That Kraken?
Release the Kraken! All right.
There's no way they're surprised
So
building the
Levski is
Kraken.
still perched over the borehole, but now has a suite of hangars that are arrayed around and inside
That was just
the borehole.
teaser. There's no way.
We're also increasing the quantity of hangars. This is to meet the ever-expanding players per server to remove hangar wait times.
Used to have 10, I believe, or 6.
And this pass will be done for all landing zones in the
think.
game right now. And for players that don't want to store their ship, docking services will be added high up on the cliff walls. Now, other than hangars and docking services, there are other ways to enter the location, which are also getting new updates. Let's take a look.
So no surprises so far. We knew Nyx was probably next. Man, that's bringing back memories. Bringing back a lot of memories. They dropped that front there a bit more though. It used to be flat leading up to those stairs. Oh, and they're going EVA. See what that guy's doing is the breaststroke. So they do have swim animations in. That gray box is pretty far along. They really wanted to troll us. I'd have a Valakar break out right here and start eating things.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, it's looking good.
So around the main entrance, there's still gravity plating for on-foot access. And these will lead to open landing pads for quick drop-off and pickup. And we're also adding access to gameplay areas for a variety of local missions and gameplay types. And as you saw in the video, there will be banks of exterior freight elevators. These can be used for quicker gameplay loops without requiring hangar services. Now, as this is a zero-G location, it also gives an opportunity for another type of specialist freight services. Let's take a look.
I'm not sure. Freight services does seem to suggest that Dixon was asking Hull C. I mean, I would guess so. Maybe they'll finally show what this game loop is supposed to be. Yeah, there's a Hull C right there, and there. It's a cool skin on it. Good. There you go. As long as we don't have to run inside and outside and all of that to do trade, that was getting a little aggravating.
All right. So first off, now the borehole goes all the way through the asteroid, which is awesome to fly through.
Used to go down just
and
like
down at
10
the base
stories
of the
or so.
asteroid, there will be banks of exterior zero-G freight elevators. These will be priority access for Hull series ships. So for all the Hull series folks, we got you covered.
MBMMs.
The same functionality is also coming to space stations in both Stanton
Good.
and Pyro.
Finally, yes. Good, good, good. Badly
But wait,
needed.
a little bit more. Let's take a look.
As long as I don't have to go inside and come back out. I mean, they had to have known that was not particularly good service. Man, that brings back memories. This was seriously like my favorite landing zone. Like I would, first new patch, I would always head out to Levski, and that was home. That's cool.
All right, cool.
It is cool. Nice job, Ian. And team.
So, the external freight elevators will now have direct access to cargo decks to be able to quickly sell or pick up for the next run.
Good.
So that concludes some of the exterior updates coming to Levski. But the interior is also getting some updates to bring them in line with current gameplay requirements.
Show the ginger.
These will be spaces like cargo services, as we just saw, for hauling and supplies.
They have a mission giver named Rekka, who's cool.
centers.
She's got
So you
bionic
don't
arm
need
and a
to travel
leg.
far to refine your ore. And
Nice.
we're updating the interior layout to provide better access to gameplay spaces. So to conclude, Nick's system will be the next system after Pyro. Yay! Delamar is now a physical asteroid with a 0G play space. All right, not so much. And we're updating Nevsky to fit current gameplay mechanics and gameplay loops. And most importantly, we're adding local areas for gameplay content.
Pretty important. Gameplay at landing zones. Oh, I was thinking they might be wrapping it up there. That's a good.
Now,
good.
Speaking of gameplay in landing zones,
Sounded like
let's
he
leave
was doing a
Nevsky
finale.
for now. And let's jump to Rainy Arcop,
Oh, are they going to update ArcCorp?
which is missing the most gameplay spaces right now.
Yes, it is. It's got one landing zone.
So we're continuing the Building Interior initiative.
Good.
We're adding additional districts to landing zones, which are gameplay focused.
Good.
These gameplay areas will interweave with the landing zone, but ultimately will be independent.
Ground floor.
So for Area 18, let me introduce you to the Municipal Works. And this will be split into two locations. The actual Municipal Works, which will be an open world sandbox area for all players, and the lower Municipal Works, known locally as the Depths, which will comprise of several instanced levels. So, how do I get to the Municipal Works? The Municipal Works is accessible in multiple places in Area 18. Some will be available to everyone, and some you'll need to unlock with mission progression. As an example, here's a map of Area 18 Central. And as I said, there'll be various access points throughout the landing zone, and some will be easier to access than
believe
others.
this is Twitch's
These
spot
access points
right there.
will lead to transit systems, taking you deep into the underbelly, eventually reaching the Municipal Works. And the Municipal Works will have spaces like maintenance, filtration, and the sewer network,
Sweet, sweet poo water.
which is what we're seeing here.
So there's like the
very
contestant zones.
exotic place.
Yeah, it could be dungeon crawl or
So down here, it's an open world sandbox.
sort of an
for you and other
underground.
players, very similar to contested zones in pyro stations.
Called it Dixon.
It's an area to do local missions, like exploration, repair, or even pest control. But the main purpose is to
Trading
provide
or
access
smuggling.
to the depths. And these will be instanced areas. So, what is an instance area? Well, an instance area works in the same way as an instanced hangar. And as the name says, it's a separate space for you and your group. But why do we want to do this? This gives us the ability to create tailored missions that will provide a mixture of content like combat or exploration or puzzle gameplay, and fundamentally allows us to design challenging, meaningful content.
Oh, there's additional mission givers or breadcrumbs. Yeah, Bella. Me too. I'm kind of hoping they have things where they
All right, so let me illustrate. Going over here.
can kind of
How
do
the
things
depths
like a
will be
bartender
split
heard
by
something.
levels. Now, stay with me on this. We're going to rattle through it quick. So let's say you're in level B01. You're running a mission, you're having a great time with the curated content I just mentioned. But down here, you'll have to do a variety of content over a period of time and over multiple play sessions. At the end of the mission, you'll find an access point, which will bring you back to the landing zone. And you'll do this loop.
So it's a
multiple
curated
times
dungeon crawl
with different
in an
mission
MMO.
content.
That's
After
kind of cool.
achieving the required amount of progression, your access level will be upgraded. So this time, you head down the access point elevator, and now it takes you all the way down to level B02, and you continue on with your journey.
Yeah, it's an Underdark mission. Or like Undermountain.
Now this is your new area with different mission content, new rewards, and a new access point back to the LZ. The same as B01, you'll do this loop multiple times. And you guessed it, eventually you'll get access to level B03, and we continue deeper. With each level you unlock, you access new areas.
You
The
son
new
of a
mission
bitch.
areas.
I'm
You'll
in.
access new, more challenging curated content and access better and better rewards. And this is what will form progression-based content.
That's pretty sweet.
So as I just described, was a very condensed version of an actual play sessions. But this still describes the unique gameplay experience. Landing zone areas which will offer long-term gameplay progression. So that concludes this section on gameplay spaces for landing zone. We're excited to show you more. All right. So we're going to head away from Arcot for now.
Pretty cool.
Let's look again into the stars. And now we're going to talk about solar systems. All right. Stanton system was the primary system in the game. It serves as a lawful system. It's protected by the UEE and will continue to be evolved and updated as we balance it with other systems. Then we have Pyro system, which we've spoken about at length, and this will serve as the primary unlawful system and is the perfect contrast.
Nyx is
to Stanton.
neutral.
Then, as we just saw, we have Nyx system. It's not a totally unsafe
Terra.
system like Pyro, but it depends on where you go, as it borders Vandal space. See that little bit of red?
That's
Vandal
Pyro.
space right there.
Oh, that's Vandal space.
And
Okay.
the UEE does not protect this system. But
Terra.
we've got a little bit of space there, haven't we?
It's Terra.
All right. I thought you were saying click system then. I'm like, I'm not sure about that one. All right.
I don't know what click system
But we've got
is.
a bit of room at the bottom. So it would be a shame not to fill it in with something, right? So if we get a big cheer, we'll reveal the system. You ready?
It's not going to be Magus, so we wouldn't be building it up this much. It's going to be
Very
Terra.
cool. Very cool. All right. Here it is. Oh, wait.
Ass.
Oh,
Ass.
all right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
I mean, they are building out, Odin.
So let's take a sneak peek at system number 4. Here it is.
It's gorgeous.
Well, it's
That is
awesome,
everything
right?
I ever wanted.
All right. No, in order to reveal the 4th system, let me take you on a little history lesson. And to do that, we're going to load up our old friend, the Galactopedia.
Yeah.
So, we're back in the height of the human-Xi'an Cold War. Tensions were at breaking point. In 2542, Armistead Perry introduced a designation line for a group of 8 planetary systems that marked the borderlands between Xi'an and human-controlled space. The United Planets of Earth designated the systems as no-fly
Nyx.
zones
Pyro. I think that's Stanton.
and utilizing them as military
That's the one
staging
that
grounds.
makes sense.
But one system on the Perry line offered a key strategic position
Wonder if they're
potential
gonna.
invasion into the Xi'an Empire.
Wait, is that the one with
And
Spider?
that system was
Castra.
Castra.
Was not expecting Castra. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, me too. No, I was not expecting Castra.
But luckily for us, war was averted. The Perry line
I wonder if
Pact
that means they're
was
going to
signed,
introduce
which was a peace
Xi'an.
treaty between the now UEE and the Xi'an Empire. So the Cold War ended. The systems of the Perry line were divided up between humans and Xi'an. And fast forward back to present day, humans and the Xi'an enjoy a more prosperous relations. And everyone's cool. So, the fourth system will be Castra.
Which will probably come with aliens. Oh, yeah, does Castra have jungles and swamps? I don't know that much about Castra. Gonna have to learn. Or they're gonna tell us.
History lesson's over, so let's jump in and find out a little bit more. First, we have Castra 1. Here it is. Castra 1 is a dead, coreless planet because it's too close to the sun to be terraformed for human habitation. So instead, the UEE Navy used Castra 1 for target practice, giving it the nickname of Bullseye.
That's cool.
All the
Nice
weapon
art.
testing throughout the Mesa era has left Bullseye covered in craters. And as you can see, it's super toxic, meaning ground exploration will require high-end environment suits. And as you saw in the weather demo, raging storms will create difficulty of access, giving risk and rewards for adventurers seeking unique minables and other items. Okay. Then we have Castra 2. The second planet from the sun is called Cascom. And this was the location of the military's staging area. Since the system was opened up to non-military settlement, it has since become a center of trade and tourism, but is still considered an Earth-centric traditionalist system, which prizes citizenship above all else. Let's head down to the surface and check it out. Breaking through the clouds, you'll find a landscape full of Great Lakes and lush crimson forests. And as you saw in the CTG presentation, you can see how we're going to make these worlds with the new technology. High up on the mountain range, here at the highest peak, we can just make out the landing zone called Sherman.
That's cool.
Which is fondly known by its residents as the island in the sky. Sherman is currently in pre-production, but I wanted to take the opportunity to show at least a sneak peek. Let's take a look.
Yeah, so Terra's still going to be a ways off then. I was suspecting that Terra and Sol System will probably be the later ones they work on. But we'll see, they might surprise us. Terra is close to where they're building. Right, Sam? So all of this, I'm thinking this is Houdini. Okay, this is in-game. Cool. So that'll be a military-heavy system. Good luck being a bad guy there. Yeah, those mountains are pretty cool. So is the landing area inside that? Are all the hangars like tucked in that main lane? Yeah, it looks like they are. You can kind of see them right there. That's a cool design. Look at the guns. So they've got lawful, unlawful, military. This system should be popular with choir boys, Sam says. Yeah, right? Or if you're not a choir boy, you better keep your nose clean. Ooh, that's very white box right there. It's fine though, looks good. Man, Castra. That was not on my radar at all. But I wonder if they're going to include GN. So, I mean, that would give them an opportunity to start putting aliens in the game, which we haven't seen yet. I'm really surprised we haven't seen Tavarin. I would be a little shocked if there's not a single Tavarin in Squadron 42, but it doesn't look like they've been working on them. Man, look at all those Idris-Cs. Idri? Idrin? Idrin. Look for something new. Oh, a little Reliant. Nobody flies those, but they're cute. Polaris. Man, that scenery is neat. Bell's asking, I wonder if a fifth might be unclaimed. Possible. I mean, there's got to be some areas where you can smuggle stuff in. I would assume that if you were a smuggler, this would be the kind of place you would want to go, because supply and demand.
Awesome. Let me take you through some of the areas of Sherman you just saw. The dominant landmark you see in the center is Spaceport Ulysses, named after the mountain Sherman is sitting on. This is where they staged the bombers that were on active rotation, waiting on any sign of any aggression. But now it's mostly a commercial spaceport. The Navy still has an airbase here, but it's a great place to see some big ships of the UEE. Commercial hangars are located inside the main trench. And even though this is a converted from a naval base, it still has an impressive military flavor. And speaking of military flavor, the original AOV-9s, anti-orbital cannons, are still present around the defensive walls, with most of them being decommissioned once it became a civilian city. Over to the left of the spaceport is the Sparrows Industrial Park, home to the sprawling cargo yards and manufacturing plants. The Sparrows has evolved from its days as a military supply and munitions depot into a bustling and modern industrial park. To the right side of the spaceport is Fort Riggs,
Ooh, that's pretty.
which originally used to house the Army when Sherman was used as a staging point for a potential ground assault of the Xi'an Empire. Since the area was decommissioned, it has now been turned into a business park.
I want to
And
make
it's the
it clear,
governmental
in no
center
way is the carnival going to be smuggling drugs
Governor's
into
Council
that
headquarters
place.
located here.
Allegedly.
As this base was built during the Mesa era, as humans were expanding their borders, this introduces a new architectural style for humans. Between the First Travarian War on one front and the Xi'an Cold War on the other, a new style called Henoism arose,
Like brutalism.
with an emphasis on prefabrication and fortification. The designs were robust, durable against warfare and harsh enemies and harsh environments. And from all the locations we just saw, high up on the upper wall, you can see the commercial district, and specifically the Ansel shopping complex. Situated high above the sprawling main base below, the Ansel area originally served as the command center to Sherman's military operations. Inside this building, you'll find key areas like the Edge of Oblivion Bar, which was converted from the old officers' lounge. You'll also find Eckhart Security
They're
Headquarters,
definitely going to be having
and you'll
Invictus
find
there.
the Mercenary Guild headquarters. The other areas in the commercial district include the OPA towers for habitation. That's the building on the left. And on the right, it's the Imperial Sherman Infirmary. There's also the Reeves Military Museum, where you can experience the history of humanity's military and the role that Castra has played in keeping the Empire safe. And finally, we have Overlook Point, which is the name of the vantage point and park situated in front of Central Command, which has the best view overlooking the landing zone. So that's a quick overview of some of the key areas of Sherman. I think it's devastatingly beautiful, with a rich history and unique mood and vibe.
It's going to be cool. 2 years out? 3?
Awesome. So
It
before
looks
I
like
go,
a
I
complex
want to thank
landing
you all.
zone.
You are all awesome. All your passion, all your dedication make our lives as devs so much easier.
That's not true.
And thanks to the CIG staff, who's the awesome work we're seeing in front of you. So thanks again. You are all amazing, passionate, and enabling us to dream big. Enjoy the rest of your show.
Okay, people. Next one's probably Squadron 42. Let's hear predictions for whether you think this will have an actual release date for Squadron 42. And
We're just
if
about at
yes,
that time.
when?
Before we get there, I do have a couple announcements. Now, this time last year, I did a couple announcements and it made a couple of people upset. I used
Dixon
this opportunity
says summer
to
2025.
call out a couple of people who bothered me. Mostly, I just want to say the ground floor and the first floor can be the same floor. No, we actually do have some
Sam, got any
actual honest-to-goodness
guesses?
announcements. Two of our partners, Scan Computer and VKB Joysticks, are doing giveaways for the people here exclusively.
You can't
now,
all
there
guess
are
the
numbers
same
on
one.
the challenge coin that was in your swag bag.
This is for a giveaway.
Getting
Come
this
on.
data as I'm here,
Like
so bear
June,
with
July,
me.
August.
So everybody should pull out your coins. Yeah. And I'm going to call out some numbers. And if your coin matches this number, you're going to find
But yeah,
Dan.
I'm thinking like
He's
June
that little-
2025.
There's that guy over there with the bouncing thing. There we go. And he's going to give you your prize.
All right,
So
Bill says
the
July.
first prize is for a set of VKB joysticks. The number we're looking for is 2272. 2272. Anybody? All right, well, pass it along if you find 2272 VKB joysticks. A second set of VKB joysticks, 3404. 3404, you can head on over there and pick up your VKB joysticks. And the grand prize is a computer from Scan Computer, they're a vendor here, built into a Kovalex shipping box. So I'm going to give you 2 more seconds to pull out your challenge coins here. The winner of a Kovalex computer is challenge coin 413. 413? What? You get it?
Heard somebody
All right.
woo.
Find Dan over there. If you don't claim your coins, hey, I'm just doing the thing. It just says the thing right there. I'm just reading the thing. All right, guys, it is approximately 5 o'clock. If you check your CitCon schedules that were handed to you inside your gift bags, at 5:30 is our special redacted portion of the show. That gives us approximately 30 minutes. So 30 minutes to stretch your legs, to get something to eat, to buy your last piece of swag, to check your challenge coins and go and collect your swag if you need to. And then at 5:30, I said it before, I'll say it again. Don't let any force on this earth stop you from being in these seats. We'll see you at 5:30, everybody.
All right. Here we go. Dixon, what's your guess on an actual date? Yeah. Well, I mean, this is almost certainly going to be a release date. You don't think they will? Okay, so no date. Honestly, you're probably right. I don't know if Sam's still in chat, but yeah, 30 minutes. Time to stretch my legs. I'll check chat when I get back. Back in a second. I'll put you down for August. Yeah, late August. Break down the volume here. How goes, gang? How are we feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty cool so far. Was not expecting Castra at all.
No, I was definitely not expecting Cast. I was hoping they would say like an inclination of like when is Nyx coming. I'm assuming Nyx will come next year.
Yeah, Nyx, I think, I mean, I would not think Nyx will be too far behind Pyro. It's not as complicated a system. So, I mean, the odds that that one comes hot on the heels, like by June, is really good.
That's what I was thinking. I don't really
Which,
know anything about Castra, or is it just those 2 planets? Because that's all they showed.
yeah, I think it's just the 2 plants, which means they could go a little bit quicker. It looked like everything was White Boxer in Houdini, which is just kind of their, like, preview system, just kind of an art system. But, yeah, so that one's probably a little ways off, but Nyx system probably
Next
right
year,
there.
maybe 2026.
I could see that. It kind of depends on how good their procedural tech is. Like, if they can knock out, if they can get to Castra by next CitCon, that is a great sign for what they're able to pull off, because that landing zone looked complicated, but I mean, they've been picking up the pace on a lot of this, and if they're going to release 100 star systems, they've got to learn how to bust those things out faster. I mean, I don't think it'll be in its final form and everything will be in, but next CitCon, optimistic and maybe.
Howdy.
Howdy. How's it going? Haven't heard from you for a while. Hermes, how you doing?
Yeah. It's good to be here in any form.
Hey, you got a guess on the release date for
Yeah, I'm guessing CitizenCon next year, maybe. So like October.
Okay. Gotcha.
I am hesitant to say October next year. You got GTA 6 coming out next year, and they're going to shoot for holiday. It would be dangerous, I think, to shoot for anything after August. Although, well, if GTA 6 comes out, it's going to suck the air out of the room for everything gaming related. It's going to dominate everything in terms of ads and marketing.
Although it is a sci-fi game versus like a kind of driving sort of open world goofy game.
And it's also PC versus a console exclusive.
True.
But I don't know. I still think it's
you're right.
Dangerous to go up against a colossus like that.
Yeah, it's gonna suck the oxygen out of the room, but there are gonna be people that are like, I don't like GTA, and then Star Citizen kind of fills it up. GTA is, or Star Citizen is the only game you play. Yeah, you should try out Satisfactory.
I've got my work calendar open next to me, ready to schedule a week off.
Yeah, I'll definitely be doing a playthrough of Squadron 42 when it drops. Got a copy for my dad. He's not too into MMOs, but he might play the single player game. I'm not sure if he'd be too into the first person shooter aspect, which appears to be a large part of the game. We'll see.
I've heard other content creators talk about like their expectations or like guesses of when Squadron might release, and I'm kind of in agreement with some of them being around the June, July mark.
June is
usually that's like a dead time of year.
June is what I'm thinking. Just kind of right in the middle of the year, right around Invictus, would make a lot of sense. So,
we talking Squadron 42?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a dead time of year. Marketing will have 6+ months, 8 months to really hit it hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think they'll need at least 6 months lead time on the marketing. So special guesses on guests that are going to be coming out. Like, I think Mark Hamill is going to be here. I was kind of surprised he wasn't wandering the floor.
I just thought of that. What if he walks out in 20 minutes?
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. He is friends with Chris Roberts. Like, Chris Roberts kind of gave him a role, and a former porn star for some reason for that Wing Commander series, and John Rhys Davies. But I don't think John Rhys Davies is apparently in New Zealand now. Warmer climate, I guess, but he is Welsh. So, I don't know. He might make the trip, but I'd be surprised. He's an old man now. But I could see Gillian Anderson popping up.
Maybe.
Not going to be Gary Oldman, but Mark Hamill I could see actually doing something like this. He'd have a blast. Cavill's a little too big now, although he hasn't done much lately ever since he ended The Witcher, but he's still a big name actor. But if he were there, man, that would start the buzz on this early.
Can't imagine they're not gonna say a release date, right? Like,
yeah, I can't picture. There's a reason why I gave it a giveaway, but yeah, if they don't give a release date, I mean, I think it was Salty Mike was like, "Do not give a date." I'm like, I'm the opposite. No, you need to give a date now. Like, you need to show. You need to show that you can hit a release date. Like, that is kind of the knock on Chris Roberts as a production manager, is that he's not good at hitting dates. But if he shows that he can actually release a product on time, then he'll shut up a lot of the doubters out there. Which he needs that win. But I think they're close with Squadron 42. 6 months should be doable. Well, I guess like 8 months. I'm revising to May 2025. That's fine, Sam. They haven't announced it. I got you. So May.
Yeah.
And I'm going to change my date to whatever they say so that I automatically win. I'm kidding. I got 2 of them. It's a pretty cool pack, man. That my sort of theory on gifts is that generally for like birthdays or Christmas or whatever, you should get someone something they wouldn't buy for themselves because it's just not worth the money, but that they kind of want. So yeah, I always thought that this is kind of a good little thing. Like, this little gift pack comes with enough little cool things that probably not worth $30, but it's neat.
I've already got one, so if I win it, I want to give it to Mr. Scarlett.
No, Scarlett can't have
He
it.
just had a kid, and he probably doesn't have a lot of extra money to spend on stuff like that.
He's in the shower. He misses out. But we'll see.
If you guys haven't seen it, there is some new merch on the website that they were showing at the convention, but it's on the website.
Oh, nice. Well, we'll take a look at it after the stream, and then I'm probably going to sleep. Although this isn't actually all that much earlier than I usually get up for work. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and this time I got up at 2:30, which kind of an insomniac anyway.
I'm up at 7:30. I got up at 4:30.
Let's see. Let me get.
I'm thinking about pre-ordering that Pico Black Ice Edition because I wanted a Pico for a long time, but they've never restocked it.
Let's see. So the last time, as a warning right now, the last time I had the RSI site open, it crashed my computer for whatever reason. So if this crashes, I will be back before the big release. So let's see. We got this here. Let's take a look at this store. I've got the audio running in the background, so we'll know if they change something up. Where is it? Right about there. So what have we got in the store?
December. The bomber jacket's cool. I don't know about $6 cool though.
Wait, you're talking about merch?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, you see, this is the one, the blackout hoodie and the blackout hat. I will probably be getting one or both of those. Like that hoodie, they had another version of that hoodie on a while back. I like that bomber jacket, but I'm not much of an RSI fanboy. But that hat, $35. Actually, that's not too bad. I think this carnival one I had was around that to have it made. So That's actually not terrible. $75. Inflation, am I right? I do kind of like the beanie. I do need a new beanie. I am currently wearing the First Contact hoodie. So that's this one. Was debating making a carnival one, but I'm still kind of working on the logo a little bit. I added some Banu to it last night that I've been working on for a little while. Group up, travel together is kind of what it means in Banu, but it's that's a nice one. That's snapback. I've seen that before. Strength in numbers, peace through neutrality is our logo, but it runs in Banu. So not an exact translation, but yeah, I'm liking that blackout hat. Is cool. Yeah, that's nice. Jared was wearing that.
My final answer is April 2nd versus 4-2, as in Squadron 4-2.
April.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a neat release date to go on. I don't know that it's enough time. I mean, it should be.
They said it's done.
4 months. Yeah.
I mean, to like market.
There we see. Okay, I got you on there, Hermes. Yeah, April. Okay, gotcha. 4-2. It would be hilarious to have it drop on 4-1 though. April Fool's Day. Everybody's like, it's not actually dropping. You don't have any new ships yet. That is kind of a surprise. Usually they announce at least one. I don't know if that's a good thing or not that they haven't done a single announcement on a ship yet. Although that might be tomorrow. Let's see anything on the comm links. Nope, just the Zeus. They haven't even talked about the Zeus yet. I guess they've been talking about the Zeus for the last 6 months, so yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, I might have to pick up the black hat and the hoodie. I'm all about hoodies. So let's see, we've got Hermes is April. Scarlett said they won't give a date. Bell says July, Ghost says August. That's a good spread.
I'm thinking June, July, something like that.
June, July.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking June. That's going to be my guess. So which is it? You're thinking July or June? June. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I think June is going to be... June would be my hope. Now, are they going to hit it? Who knows? Now, the better question is, once they drop a date, are they going to actually release it on that date? One of the sort of running theories is the venture capitalists that were doing that gave them the money for the advertising that kind of bought into the project. The theory is that part of that agreement was that they release Squadron by X date. So if they put a date out there, then that is probably the date of the contract. I mean, I don't know. I assume CR would not have signed a contract where he would have lost controlling shares of the company, but he might have to give up a significant portion of it where he doesn't right now. That's how those sort of time-based contracts usually work. 10 minutes. All right. So, you guys think I'm off? You think Mark Hamill is here?
Jax McCleary.
Jax
I
McCleary.
really hope he is.
Yeah,
I don't
that'd be
think
neat.
they can miss a release date.
Oh, I would rather see Mark Hamill than Jax McCleary any day.
Yeah. Oh, I forget what Jax's
Unless
real
he's
name
showing
is.
up with the Odyssey.
Well, I forget what Jax's actual name is, but he seemed to have fun in the role. So he might show up too, but I don't think he's in Squadron 42. Gillian Anderson is a possibility, but a long shot. I would say Mark Hamill is the most likely. Cable,
Is
since he's
Gillian
local. No.
Does she live in England?
No, I think she lives in Malibu or LA or something like that, somewhere around there, I think. I don't know, I could be creepy and stalk her, but I don't think I will. Yeah, what the hell, it's the internet.
It'd be really awesome if it was just Mark Hamill who walked up.
It would make a lot of sense, too.
If he's just like, instead of Chris...
She is an
Mark
American
walks up.
British accent. I had no idea that she was part British. Where does she live? She lives in London. So yeah, she wouldn't be that far away unless she's actually on an assignment somewhere, or on assignment, like doing a shoot somewhere. Like, what is she doing on IMDb? For that matter, what's Cable doing? The Salt Path was the last thing. She's not doing anything right now, so she's a possibility, especially if she's living in London. Let's check out Cable. Ballywick of Jersey.
I feel like the salt path is something we all walk around here sometimes.
Deadpool and Wolverine was the last thing he was. Well, wait, upcoming. Here we go. In the Gray and Enola Holmes. Squadron 42 is on his upcoming, so it's actually listed on here. That's interesting. Highlander, Voltron, the Rosie Project. No idea what that is. Interesting. He could be.
Sure. I'm really curious what this panel is going to like completely entail, because it's obviously something Squadron 42 related. It has to be.
Yeah.
But
Has to
are they
be.
going to do like another vertical slice of the one they did years ago and show it's up to date now, or is it a different vertical slice?
I would wonder if they're not gonna do a vertical slice, but actually play part of chapter 1. Might be interesting. But then you're kind of relying on the pilot who's ever doing it to not screw up and die. But I mean, I assume it's going to be the usual thing where Chris will come out and kind of say, yeah, we're doing some cool stuff coming up. Who knows? I don't think he'll come out with the win yet, but when he talks about Squadron 42, he probably will. It'd be cool if he brought Mark Hamill up there. I would love to see Mark Hamill. If he shows up, yeah, that'll kind of start the buzz.
I forgot that the rumor was that chapter 1 was going to be playable.
Oh,
at
I
CitCon.
think I started that rumor. That's my
I've heard
fault.
about it.
My-
there was only 2 computers,
Yeah.
not including the Atmo
Well,
Esports.
My bold take is that it is playable, that they're gonna maybe show a little bit of a vertical department by department, bring people out to talk about how great the game is going to be and what they've been polishing, and then the big announcement's going to be, all right, now go download chapter 1 through the
down a
launcher right
curtain.
now.
Yeah, that would be cool, Scarlett. So, but you still don't think they'll actually give a release date?
No, I think they'll give a release window like Q2 or Q3
Okay.
2025.
All right. Yeah, I could see him kind of going the safe route like that. So I am gonna put you down. Normally I wouldn't allow that, but that's
How would you market that though?
it would be a little bit hard, but I do think that they'll probably. I like Scarlett's idea about rolling that thing out, just releasing chapter 1. Because my idea was you would release chapter 1 to a couple huge streamers for, just to kind of build up buzz. But if you were to release it to everyone, that also creates buzz. And chapter 1, I mean, there's something like 30 chapters in part 1. It's not going to give away anything, but it should give a good introduction to the gameplay, especially for those people who've never played it before. So yeah, you could be right. They might be like, chapter 1 is playable, go download it. That would be amazeballs.
Oh, it'd be incredible.
It would be a shitstorm if they only released it to some streamers.
Oh, I'd be so mad.
Here's Bell. He's on YouTube chat. He's saying, Wild Theory, this redacted slot is long. They have Hamill, Cable, and Anderson. Yeah, that is a possibility. You should join us over in Carnival chat, Bell. But yeah, it's the big get would be Gary Oldman. But good luck. I mean,
I don't think you could get anyone but maybe Anderson in the building without everyone knowing by now.
They've got to have like a back door. Like it's like a big hangar. They've got to have a way to sneak her in. I mean, they're actors, so maybe they just disguised themselves and
They were in the costume contest.
It was Sam the whole time, just rips off a mask. It's
Gillian Anderson,
or
the Pico.
It's Cable, bearded under Sam's face the whole time. 3 minutes. You know what? I don't want to watch this anymore. I'm done with this game. I'm going to go play No Man's Sky.
Cat videos.
Cat videos. Cat videos for the rest of the show.
I have a feeling they're going to be sending me to Manchester soon for a work assignment.
Oh, that would be awesome.
You know why. Jared, he's injured. He's going to file a work comp claim.
Just no driving, okay?
No.
Especially not if Jared goes out to the Cotswolds. I had to drive around there and... Oh my god, like single lane roads, and you've got these big lorries, these big like box trucks just barreling down these one lane roads. There's nowhere to pull off. It was amazing.
All right,
It's
real
good
quick,
stuff.
I want to hear from everybody. Give me your craziest, it's not actually Squadron 42 take for this panel.
Oh.
Stormwall riding.
Stormwall riding.
Okay, Stormwall riding, like Stormwall racetrack?
I could see Stormwall.
I could see Stormwall racetracks,
Soul
but
Slinger.
yeah,
Okay, Soul Slinger.
Soul Slinger's a good one.
It's something they trademarked.
It's something they trademarked a couple months
People are getting
back.
pretty crazy with their speculations on it, though it's probably nothing.
I'm guessing it's probably.
I'm guessing it's probably their.
They might eventually make a fantasy.
They might eventually make a fantasy game or something like that, and they're just trying to lock it down. So we got a few people here. I wonder what just clicked on. Oh well, let's see where this takes us. Hey, I looked for you a few times and didn't show on live on your page till just now. Well, that's weird. Okay. Well, now we got chat
Base-
popping up.
base building? Oh, no, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, base building is all going to be tomorrow, and I think base building is going to be pretty far along.
My guess would be.
My guess would be base building's dropping a 4.0. It might drop by the end of the year, but I would assume it's going to be there.
Bounty hunting version 2.
Honey Hunting V2 would be pretty good, and that's close to mine. Because my prediction, my crazy off the wall prediction, if it's not Squadron 42, because it's redacted and all the secrecy, is that they're adding a new game loop specifically for playing advocacy agents.
That'd be
But
cool.
I'm pretty sure it's Squadron 42.
I would assume that you could just...
Yeah. I would assume that you could just join advocacy with a reputation thing. All right, gang, dropping off of Carney chat. Be back in a few. All right, 19 seconds. Here we go. Make sure I got the volume back up.
Command have confirmed that we don't just go around running down
This is an SSN news flash, delivering the news you need. A statement issued by the UEE Naval High Command Office has revealed that a Vandal incursion into the has been stopped. News flash. More coverage.
What? Squadron 42? What's that?
All right. I hope you like what you've seen so far in day one. Thank you very much. Anyway, so I hope you have liked what you've seen so far at day one of CitizenCon 2954. I think the future of Star Citizen is incredibly bright. We have a few more things to show and tell you about tomorrow. But let's talk about the Hornet in the room. Last year, we announced that Squadron 42 is feature complete. So what has the team been doing since? Given the scale and ambition of Squadron, our teams have been focused on polishing and optimizing to ensure the game meets the high standards that I have, the team has, and you guys have. This level of quality does take time.
We decided it didn't, so we're canceling it.
The journey. So I'm not sure if we've officially talked about gameplay time, but the story on a regular playthrough is anywhere to 30 to 40 hours in length, which is not inconsequential. So what does that look like? To show you, we thought it would be best to boot up the game and start at the beginning. Now, quite a few people want us to play a pre-recorded video where we played it safely offline, but that's not our style.
Just talked about this.
So, we are going to play this live. I've played it through many times, flawlessly not crashed, sorry. Occasionally, we've had a few, so if something happens, it happens. But fingers crossed. But what you're about to see is the prologue of Squadron 42's and you, the player's origin story. And you can think of it sort of like the opening of Gladiator, but even more epic. And I want to remind everyone that we are still polishing and optimizing. So what you're about to see and hear is still work in progress and will continue to be improved. But I hope you agree it is shaping up to be something special. So to take us on this live journey, I would like to bring Richard Tyra, Senior Game Director, to the stage to play the game.
Okay.
All right, Rich. It's in your hands.
Absolutely. Hello, CitizenCon. So, my name's Rich Tyra, and I'm the Senior Game Director for Squadron 42 in Star Citizen. And I think we've got a little bit to play, so who wants to start? Should we go? Okay.
Nothing to worry about.
So as Chris says, this is going to be playing it as a natural playthrough with, hopefully we don't run into any issues, but we'll go from there. And this, what you're seeing here, is the Combat Pilot Training application form that we're going to submit for your application. But once we get into the game, I'll kind of be quiet and just let the game speak for itself.
It is not about piloting the most cutting-edge ships, or traveling as far as wanting to protect your own loved ones, even learning
His character doesn't look quite as good as Hamill's did, but maybe that's just that because it's on a screen.
So should we go rookie? No, Legatus. Which one? Yeah, let's do it. So you will be able to fully customize your character further into the game. But in the prologue, this is how you select it.
I assumed you talked to all rookies that way.
I assumed you talked to all the rookies that way.
Should we go?
That looks better from last year.
Archangel, this is Gary. Come back, Gary. Redirect to sector 7 Bravo Echo for immediate tasking. Copy that. On the way.
I know I just wrote you, but a couple of hours ago, proximity sensors on the other side of the jump got twigged and went dark. The word is it might be that clan that we've been battling with. Guess that last fight didn't scare them off quite like we all hoped it would. Honestly, we've been out here so long, I don't know what to pull for anymore. I just wanted to let you know. I'll write as soon as I can. Stay safe.
Data ball confirmed.
never gets old, does it?
Sir.
It is. I used to do the same thing when I was first coming up. Post up to the flight deck whenever I could to watch the launches. Have you seen the F-8s up close?
No, sir.
The thing's a beast. Nimble, too.
12 maneuvering thrusters and 3 mains. It sure sounds like it. Sir.
Captain McLaren to the bridge. Captain McLaren to the bridge.
I saw you apply to the Flight Academy again.
Yes, sir.
Keep your head up. Took me a couple times before I got in.
Thank you, sir.
All gunners, all gunners. Getting here, report to target. All gunners,
And before we move on,
That looks
yes,
good.
this is a live demo, and no, it won't crash. Well, we hope so.
Really? Then why are we sitting here? Vandal aren't stupid. If they know we know, they would have hit us by now.
Hey, they can take as much time as they want. The longer they wait, more of a chance for 42s to get there.
Well, they can hit whenever.
Hey, there you are.
Hey,
Where's your helmet?
can't come without it.
Come on.
Rookie mistake.
Stupid.
I gotta get to my turret.
Got to go up.
Jacob's told me the Vandals have 4 chips, and I haven't been able to sleep since.
I heard we aren't getting any reinforcements.
Right? We've been getting tuned up for weeks.
It's this Polo Initiative horse shit. High Command's been freaking out about having to make cuts, so everybody's taking hits. Winslow and the Banshee told me they got denied on extra ammo for their main gun. Almost like the suits on Earth want an attack. Get your shit obliged, you know. Like a revolver slip on.
Have you heard about this show, Lost Squad?
Are they seriously doing another show about the fall of Caliban?
Supposedly out next year.
Okay? Take him to Lake Perrin. He's old enough. And teach him what I taught you. And do me a favor. Hope you're on.
Definitely listen in on family conversations. That's not creepy. Nice. The old Sean Tracy move.
Hey! All set? Hey, you get any sleep last night? Yeah, me neither.
Follow Marcus is optional. I guess you could just run to the turret and avoid him.
Oh, bad news. I heard Goofy was assigned to your rig for his last shift, so brace yourself. Your controls are gonna be screwed.
This is Captain McLaren. CitCon upgraded to orange. All reserve personnel get to your stations.
Looks like this could be it.
Oh, we're gonna get to see the Van Duel for the first time in a while, probably.
See you up there.
You got it.
Actually, a good way to do it is start you out in a turret, so you don't have to worry about flying. You just...
Damn it, Goofy, get the hell out of there. So glad you could join us. I want you calibrated and ready to fire in 5, here?
Wow.
I don't know how the hell Goofy uses this thing with those settings. I'm just gonna do a full reset so you can get operational. Just follow the on-screen instructions for the calibration program. Stand by. Start with tracking.
I'm wondering
Load up one of their ships for you to follow.
if this character is killed, and that's why it doesn't matter if you...
Alright.
Huh.
You should be all set for controlling your turret. Next up, we'll test your firing mechanics. The system projects simulated rounds, so don't worry about friendly fire. Looking good. Last thing we need to do is verify your targeting. I'll load up a larger Vandal ship for you to practice targeting specific parts of the enemy. Okay, your targeting is tracking solid, so that should do it. Checking the other gunners, and they seem to be up as well. Everyone up? Marcus, test your tilt. System says it's sticky.
Moving now, sir. Seems fine to me.
Good. All right, people. Eyes open.
M9s.
Any idea what's happening, sir?
Covering your sector and staying off comms. At least that's what should be happening.
My money's still on the drill.
What did you say?
Sorry, sir. About time.
Shut.
Attention, Second Fleet. This is Admiral Bishop. For 6 months now, we have faced an elusive enemy determined to see the Empire burn and every human with it. There have been battles. There have been losses. Each and every one of you has proven yourself time and again, but today I must ask for more. Today, we fight one last battle. Advanced recon indicates the entire Vandal fleet has just entered the system. This means a kingship is headed our way.
Live demo.
Don't know what's happening there. Yeah, he just said live demo. Face is morphing.
But there will be no time for sorrow. We will have to grieve for them later. Because 2 billion souls in this system hang in the balance. There should be no illusions about what we were up against. In the history of the UEE, a kingship has entered human space a handful of times. Battle of Orion, Siege of Tiber, the fall of Caliban. But we are the Second Fleet. History will remember us differently. We will not have to worry about it being kind, because today we will define ourselves through our actions. We will not lose the system. We will not fall back. We will win because we have to. We fight today. So in 40 years from now, when you're surrounded by everything and everyone you hold dear, and they ask, what did you do in the Battle of Vega? You can look them in the eye and say, I held the line. Men and women of the Second Fleet, I am proud to stand with you today. Good luck. Push your button.
Wondering if we lose this fight.
Nice speech.
Any word from the recon team?
Not yet.
Let's get into position.
That's kind of cool. Slingshot. That's neat.
Fleet, hold fire until my mark.
Drillers. Oof. Still haven't seen that kingship.
Strip safeties from the Goliath. We'll have to hit him close. I want him live on launch.
What are they waiting for?
Wow. It's a big ship.
I thought it would be bigger.
So did I.
Forgot about Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis could be out there too. He did all the motion capture.
Ship's locked, sir. Fleet's ready.
Stand by.
That's awesome. Anyone that's flown a Blade, you know how big the Vandal are now. I think I would have put out a hair more fighters. Nice transition.
Got one! I got one!
I still say this character dies, that this is not your main character.
Come on, people, keep up the pressure. Other way. Yeah, I see it.
Little more arcadey than I expected, but this is the intro level, so not everybody's been playing this game for 14 years.
Now that's how you do it. Bogies incoming! Yep, yep! Oh, you see that? I'm signing autographs out there.
Look at all the debris.
Good job, all. Stay focused. Tracking enemy sides. Light him up.
Where's the friendly? Oh. This is the stream freezing, sounds like. Checking against panic. Live experience, he wasn't kidding. He was not kidding.
It's alright. We're gonna keep going.
It's not about piloting the most cutting-edge ships, or traveling to the farthest reaches of the universe, or to connect.
So not quite ready for prime time. That's a little worrying, but we'll see.
Even learning what you're truly capable of. Those are just the first.
Hey.
I'm Commander.
So let's go to back in the game.
Oh, he's just hard jumping. He killed too many of them. Richard Tyler was too effective. As long as the bar moves fast, you're safe. When it starts doing the Cylon Eye thing, it's just going, you're screwed. There you go. Recovery. They planned.
Target down. Good kill. Gauntlet, I've got bogeys I can't shake. I need a brush off. You got your pilot. All right, gunners. Protect our fighters. Tracking's on.
Did he spawn in the first time? I wonder.
Can't hold out much longer. Damn it, gunners, take out those duel. Thanks for the help, Doc. You got it. Get back in there. Will do.
Hermes, weapons free, y'all.
August, shift your position back and drift 8 degrees off x-axis. That should bring that Moiler into your field of fire. Corvus, redirect to fill the gap and take those gunboats off integrity.
Shoot.
Scimitar, your turn to play bait.
So they got beam weapons.
Angie, push forward. Let's see how strong that line is. Raiden, you're their support.
Wonder if we're kind of getting a preview of what command ops will be on the ship. I mean, I guess that is exactly what it is, but...
Multiple impacts, sir. Could have been capital ship fire.
No, it's too focused. It's more like heavy fighters. Do we have a line on them?
Turrets have been taken out, sir.
Gauntlet! Come in! We need you to sweep up some fighters on us.
On it, sir. Get us in close.
Aye, sir.
You're up, turret gunners. We're guarding Bishop here. Make me proud.
You heard the captain? Want those dual ships fried and crispy, copy?
Aye, Captain. Copy that.
On it, sir.
Just go full traitor to humanity and shoot down Bishop's ship.
Good kill. Those fighters knocked out Gary's shields. Enemy bombers are incoming. Take them out. Tracking target.
Oh, look at the damage states on that. That is cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, be careful, you're hitting the bangle.
Some more Vandal bombers trying to get to Gary again. Let's focus up and take them out. There, got one.
Outstanding, gunners.
Thank you, sir. Good job.
Jav in the background is getting mauled. Ooh, Pegasus. I think that's a Pegasus right there. Sorry, nerding out over the ships. First time we've seen them in a while.
Ready up. More incoming. I'm picking up blades. Take them out. Here we go. Target down.
Ooh. I was gonna say they're punching through them pretty fast with those R80P or 84Bs. Not small guns. Aim for the turrets, my dude.
Gotta take out that hunter's small turrets. Got another turret.
Oh. Kingship is getting awfully close.
Get ready to target the main turret.
Marcus!
Is that Marcus? Can anybody see? Shut up and fire. Take out that main turret. One of my guns is down. All that is, take out that turret. It's your only target right now. We won't survive another hit.
Turret down!
It's kind of cool that they're using the same tactics that they're taking out the turrets too. It's good design.
Tracking multiple inbound boarding spikes. Target and eliminate. We should get the hell out of here. I need help! I need help!
Oh. Called it.
More vandals slip fast. Made planet ball. Copy. Forward inventors onto the ground forces.
We've got your pad, Argus.
Appreciate it. We're really just doing some fire cleanup. We're taking multiple hits.
335. Break engagement.
Figured there's a reason why he's like, we don't need to worry about doing the character creation. We'll do that later.
Any effect on target?
Countdown. Multiple hostile captured. Bearing down fast. Copy that. Radius inbound.
That's not good.
Firing again!
Spinal gun.
The kingship.
Break, Argus! Break!
Argus is down. Repeat. Argus is down.
Flight ops. Scramble any available support ships to pick up survivors. This thing is chewing us up, sir.
Break engagement with this destroyer. Align for a run on the Kingship.
Weapons. I'm gonna need you to cook up a firing solution on that Kingship. Hit him with everything we got.
So, all of our weapons even focused?
Have to do something. Right, Mr. Krause? The Van Duel aren't gonna blow themselves up.
Yes, sir.
Wait, next time we take a hit,
It might.
drop our shields an extra 30%.
Hear that, Shields?
Sir.
Navigation.
Sir.
Adjust heading. 10 degrees port.
Aye, sir.
Let's get their attention.
Wounded duck. Yeah, the facial animation is really good on the high-end ones. There's some big guns. I think it's not kidding around. Just one shot at a hammerhead.
Second shield generator's down, sir. Starboard 4 exposed. Sir?
Hit them again!
Waiting on you, Mr. Krause.
They're gonna kill us!
Getting power spikes. And charging up the main gun. I guess you got their attention.
Torpedoes? Or just big missiles?
Go.
All right, people. 5 seconds outside the break. Warm up, Cal. You got point.
Copy that. Tally's on me.
Flight. Echo Flight, prep for boost.
That looks good.
Let's say hi.
Full copy. Shots to the ready. Stand by for lock.
Ready up, people. Enemy victors inbound.
Copy, Doug. You can cover, I can make a run at that shield jetting.
Copy. Penny, Broker, take Charlie and Delta and screen up those fighters. Beetle, Bug, you're at main. If you run a double switchback.
Copy that. Tally's maintain vector. I'll clear your shot.
Got it. All echoes, stay on the ball.
Light 'em up.
Look out.
Oh.
No. Don't want that.
FanDuel couldn't handle the cable. We're doing it live.
Must be. I don't know, I skipped past it. You want me to go to the error?
No, but what was the crash?
I just skipped past it. Because I just went straight
I
in.
just want to know that there's something wrong with this computer. It's literally, I literally played this last night full. Our QA played it, like 10 QA today played this beginning to end. Didn't have the crash. And this one is so annoying. Well,
should we go to
we need to
We
play
play mid-battle again?
replay the battle game. You got to play
Let's do
it.
it.
You know the
We're gonna
story.
go again. We're gonna keep going.
Keep going. Although they're limited on the time, the venue is going to shut down.
That is so freaking annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's wrong. I think something's up with that computer. Oh, Mark Strong over Tucci. Yeah, you're right, Dixon. They do look a lot alike, though. Well, from now on, he's Tucci. He doesn't get to be Mark Strong. Oh, you see a little Van Duel there? That was cool. All bald people look the same, it's true. Oh, this is where the August gets taken out. Okay. Sort of that far back.
Flight ops. Scramble any available support ships to pick up survivors. This thing is chewing us up, sir.
Break engagement with this destroyer. Align for a run on the King ship.
Weapons. I'm gonna need you to cook up a firing solution on that King ship. Hit him with everything we got.
I do like the fact that Squad 42 is rocking the carnival colors, at least some of them.
Right, Mr. Krause? The Van Duel aren't gonna blow themselves up.
Yes, sir.
This is a long cutscene. It is a
time we
long
take a hit,
cutscene, Dixon.
Drop our shields an extra 30%.
It's exciting.
Sir. Navigation.
Sir?
Adjust heading. 10 degrees port.
Aye, sir.
Let's get their attention.
Yeah, they've got some good actors in this. We haven't seen Mark Hamill yet. I mean, Gary Oldman's okay, I guess. But you know something? If they do release Chapter 1 to wide, like you were saying, Dixon, or was that Ghost? One of the two of you said that. Because all the media is going to be saying is that the program crashed several times during the thing, but if they release it and people play it and it's clean, it's going to be like, yeah, I guess it was the computer. Of course, if they play it and it crashes a lot. Yeah, same RJ. Work in progress, Endom. So you can sort of see the Van Duel is like right down here. The scale on those things, rather large.
Generators down, sir. Starboard 4 exposed. Sir.
Hit them again.
Waiting on you, Mr. Krause.
They're gonna kill us.
Gonna be court-martialed, son.
Getting power spikes. I'm charging up the main gun. I guess you got their attention.
Yeah, I mean, even knowing what's going to happen, it's still exciting to watch, so, yeah.
Go!
Get that van off my bridge. Out the airlock! Kind of brave attacking a king ship with 3 retaliators.
Hold up, Cal. You got point.
I guess it's more than 3.
Copy that. Tally's on me.
Not much more. It looks like 4. Dude, if you can drop a kingship with 4 retaliators. Okay, like 6. Still. Okay. 8. Okay, that's respectable.
Let's say hi.
All copy. Shots at the ready. Stand by for lock.
Ready up, people. Enemy vectors inbound.
Copy, Doug. You can cover. I can make a run at that shield, Jenny.
Copy. Penny, Rover, take Charlie and Delta and screen up those fighters. Beetle, Mug, you're at main. If you run a double switchback.
Copy that. Charlie's maintain vector. I'll clear your shot.
Cable looks a
Stay on the ball.
bit doll-like. That's interesting.
Look out.
Cal, I don't think your ship's got the firepower to take that emitter out.
You might be right. Shield's opened up.
He's gonna be the Maverick of this game. From Wing Commander, not Top Gun. So I thought the more
Shields up!
elite the Vandal were, the less clothing they wore. Those guys look like they're wearing some pretty fancy army. Whoa. That was a hit.
Report!
Not
Shields are
good.
holding. Barely. That shot took out our main thrusters.
No, not us, them.
The kingship shields are down.
Yes! We don't celebrate until they're dead.
Hit him. Hit him.
Distinguished flying cross for that guy. That was a hell of a duel. I was scared. That's a big ship. Going and getting the rest of the clan.
Sir, King ship's headed right for us.
Can we evade?
Shot took out the main thruster, sir. I'm trying to get the auxiliaries online.
I'm getting a rapid increase in the King ship's energy signature. Looks like they're trying to go critical.
Even if we dodge, we won't get clear of the blast range on auxiliary alone. Attention fleet. This is Admiral Bishop. You are ordered to immediately withdraw. I repeat, withdraw. All non-essential personnel are dismissed to abandon ship. If you want to volunteer to stay, we could sure use your help.
I'm out!
All right. Tell the gunners to concentrate all the power they've got. Maybe we can take out this King ship before it hits us.
Yes, sir. Logistics. I want every ounce of juice pumped into those guns. If we don't need it to breathe or shoot, I don't want it.
Being able to take a hit might be good. Oh, it's funny. The Idris, like the back half of it is gone, that's still shooting. Still alive. Got a tier 2 leg injury. You'd almost want the gravity to shut off in that situation. They're doing a good job of showing the Vanduul's an actual threat, though. They're not just cannon fodder. Like, this feels threatening.
Hey, hey, hold the door!
Screw that! Boom. Called it. They're gonna have Tyra
Find another way out of here.
play through this after for like a clean playthrough. It would be really nice. I mean, they'll always have this one for live, but it would be nice to have a clean playthrough for like B-roll or to discuss what we're seeing and stuff. Best part of this is they'll have this as an asset for a derelict ship. Dude, don't ignore your buddy. He's right there. He's just crawling. Loot him. It was a thought. Probably not a good person. You do need to loot him. Maybe I am a good person. Fire kicking in. Dixon, that fire's getting a little out of control. You're gonna do something about that. $20 rounds, it'll be fine. $45, okay, a little better. Quick time event. Ooh. Dude, I'd pick up his gun. on it. That fire's not gonna put itself out, right?
Alert. Fire detected. Room locking down. Repeat. Room locking down.
This is one of the better sort of introductions to a game that I've seen. Like, throw you into the action, but
Systems back online.
Back in the game.
light deck. Maybe this guy does live. Jeez. Yalbei's pissed off about losing his staff.
Breach detected. Depressurizing.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing like a full helmet.
Ceiling sealed.
Oh, nice. That would hurt. Does he not have thrusters? Yeah, it's just a very, very good intro to all the mechanics, but having you do stuff as opposed to walking through a forest, for example, like most games do. Dude, where would you even go? Oh, I guess you could go back into the hangar. Okay. It's a pretty solid level design. Not sure I'd want to get back on that thing at this point. Crocodile walking looks like it's working pretty well.
And if you didn't already realize, I don't have an EVA pack.
Yeah, I kind of figured. God, that's cool. Got the take holds and everything. That is Nice. Whoa. It would be amazing if you escaped in an MPUV. Better launch. Go ahead and launch. Oxygen's down to 43%. That's cool. The inertia actually moved the piece in 0G. That's cool. Now, is gravity going to kick in the second you get in there? No, okay, you're fine. So the ship's in 0G now, so the grav generator's been destroyed. It's reminding me of a Dead Space level.
Warning, oxygen low.
Pressurizing.
Grimdark confirmed, right?
Pressurized.
Gravity online.
There's still a big-ass Van Duel running around. Doesn't have his spear, but...
Thought I was the only one left.
So did I.
Look, I need your help with something. Follow me. I'm running low on power.
You're right. Dixon, you see, engineers ended up saving the day. All you needed was those chocolates that Van Duel was handing out.
Take a seat. I need you to steer the ship.
First ship you fly in the game is a beat to hell javelin? That's funny.
We're setting a new course. For that. Ready? Go.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So I was one of the ones that kind of convinced them to do the landing tunnel back in the day. And then they implemented it and everybody hated it. This is actually the kind of thing that I was envisioning rather than what they implemented. So it wasn't really my fault. Somebody's getting a promotion, right, Hermes? I think it's going to be posthumously, but we'll see.
Good. Good. Hold that. Shifting power back to shields.
Shields?
Engaging autopilot.
Cordless! I ordered you to fall back!
Can't do that. You're dead in the water and we can help.
The situation's under control. You are to reverse.
You can't kill it. Not before it takes you out. We are boarded and burning. This is the only way.
Lock your course and get off that thing. Both of you, clear?
Aye, aye.
Rachel!
I will. Damn it.
Bombers? Oh no, those are boarding ships. Oh. Kapla! Time to get the hell out.
We're about to have company. I've got to try and divert as much energy as I can to the engines. So I'm gonna need you to hold them off. Go now.
Yes, sir.
Whoa. Hold. It didn't crash, though. I want to know what the build of that computer is so I don't build like that.
Disabling safeties on the reactor to boost some extra juice.
Face the wrong way, Richard. To your right. So if each one of them have 3, there's at least 6 more on the way. There's another one to his left. Yeah, there is. Don't shoot Jillian. Yeah. Better heal, Richard. 27%.
Don't worry, don't worry.
They can be very nervous.
The escape pod door is jacked. I need you to manually override the door. Give me a rifle.
The Vandal is just twitching.
Oh
What's the status on the door?
Finger gun.
Jared, I think you can roll the next bit.
Yeah, that's a game-breaking bug, but yeah, if that's chapter 1, man, open with a bang.
I do solemnly pledge, mind and body, I will defend the Empire with my life.
Your application to the Flight Academy has been reconsidered. Captain McLaren had submitted a letter of recommendation on your behalf before the battle.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm safe.
We may be a small crew, but the work we do matters.
Welcome to the Stanton. I'm Eugene Morrow.
I'm Petty Officer Webster, Chief Mechanic.
This will be your new home.
We got you flying with Lieutenant Commander Colton. He's one of our best.
Sir?
Who the hell are you?
I'm your new wingman, sir. The name's...
You want me to learn your name? You live long enough for me to
The
care.
new carnival outfit is Towel.
Baron Actual, you're clear to launch.
Launching in 3, 2,
one.
Ah, Sidnus mining drone. I want one of those. One day. Only been waiting 12 years for one. Yoda! Ooh, that was a cool little thing. Jian. Interesting. $2026.
All right. All right. Well, we did say we were doing it live, risking the demo gods, and they brought their wrath down on us. I think Rich has to be our unluckiest playtester because you're.
I didn't die though.
You didn't die. That's true.
I didn't die.
You also got the
Dixon,
bug
you
where she
were
doesn't
the
give you
one
gun
that
at the
said
end.
that they wouldn't do a specific date. So far you're closest unless he drops
So
one.
anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the first gameplay reveal. There's a lot more that goes on in Squadron 42 after that, but that sort of sets up where you came from, and from there you go in to become a pilot and start serving on a smaller ship, the Stanton, which I think we've shown a little bit before. But you know, there's a lot more in the game than we were just showing there, and
That was it. That was the entire game.
Has been a lot more stable for me when I was playing these last few weeks. But you know, as I said at the start, we have 30 to 40 hours of gameplay, and you know, we're confident we can bring the quality of the game up to the level we've just shown and more without crashes. And both the team and I are confident of giving you this game in 2026. Obviously, you can see it's not going to be tomorrow because I saw a few crashes there. And speaking of the team, a lot of them are here tonight, and I'd like to extend a huge thanks to all of them for their hard work, love and passion and talent in crafting Squadron 42. So a lot of what you saw is all their love and passion. So thank you guys very much. You're amazing. And you know, thank you for supporting us and allowing us to build such a ambitious game. I mean, crashes aside, there's probably not another game that has a prologue that has that much action. I mean, mostly there aren't movies that have that much action in there. I mean, Gladiator has 3 minutes of battle and 8 minutes of prologue. This was like an hour of crazy stuff. So, but thank you for allowing us to build something so amazing, and I can't wait for you all to be able to play
Looks
it
awesome. That's all I'm gonna say.
Moderate future.
I mean,
and with that, I'll bid you good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
No date.
To talk about the future of the verse, and I think there's some amazing stuff that Rich and the team are going to show that are going to blow you away, and we're going to talk about how we're bringing Star Citizen home, as well as Squadron 42.
But the one thing that is good about the crashes, now we don't have to convince anybody that it definitely was live.
Yeah. But I am listening to Tyler and Jared next time, and we'll have a gameplay video. All right, thank you all, and good night.
all right, Dixon, you won. No solid date. It's fine. Chris has taken that one hard because he really, really wanted like a big win there. No celebrities. That is actually kind of surprising. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool first day. Second day, we're going to learn about what they're doing in the verse as opposed to Squadron 42. That looks pretty solid. Not a date, but they did say this year, or next year. So that's, they have said next year before, but it sounds much more solid this time. Okay, we got another day of this, so I'll probably log on a little bit earlier tomorrow, and we'll kind of have a little discussion about what we're seeing for anyone that bothers to jump in at I'm trying to remember if it's 2:30. I want to say tomorrow's a little bit later. Next year. This is a cool show in the Bengal. All right. Well, gang, that's it for me. Catch me tomorrow, bright and early.